revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spyro Agnew to eat hog balls confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle and Julia. The revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nub. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner because the revolution will not be televised, brother. There will be no pictures of you and Willie Mae pushing that shopping cart down the block on the dead run or trying to slide that color TV into a stolen ambulance. NBC will not be able to predict the winner at 8:32 on report from 29 districts. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of Whitney Young being run out of Harlem on a rail with a brand new process. There will be no slow motion or still life of Roy Wilkins strolling through Watts in a red, black, and green liberation jumpsuit that he has been saving for just the proper occasion. Green Acres, Beverly Hillbillies, and Hooterville Junction will no longer be so damn relevant, and women will not care if Dick finally got down with Jane on Search for Tomorrow, because black people will be in the street looking for a brighter day. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no highlights on the 11 o'clock news and no pictures of Harry armed women liberationists and Jackie Onassis blowing her nose. The theme song will not be written by Jim Webb or Francis Scott Key, nor sung by Glenn Campbell, Tom Jones, Johnny Cash, Engelbert Humperdinck, or The Rare Earth. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be right back after a message about a white tornado, white lightning, or white people. You will not have to worry about a dove in your bedroom, the tiger in your tank, or the giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with Coke. The revolution will not fight germs that may cause bad breath. The revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live.
I'm talking about shout it going crazy. People going crazy in these motherfuckers. Run that shit back, man.
But it's nothing. Nothing. Got a woman on the bed. Man made the car. Carry the heavy load. Man made the electrolyte to take us out of the dark. Man made the boat for the water like it's seven no omega. Man thinks about a little bit of baby girl and a baby boy. Make them happy because man makes them strong. But after man make everything we can, do you know that man makes money? To buy from other men. This is a man's world.
Shabaka, are you there? Shabaka. I can't hear Shabaka. Shabaka.
Okay, yeah. Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I had my phone on mute. Sorry about that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're having an open mic discussion tonight about these contemporary times in 2024. This is episode 15 of season 8, and on this season 8, episode 15, we'll be discussing Black women who are missing, or commonly referred to as foundational Black American women, Afro-American women, keep mysteriously passing in the Gambia. And also to Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry's U.S.-backed government faces gang uprisings as the United Nations set to deploy Kenyan Police. And then, of course, one of the Rothschilds kicked the bucket at age 87, and several other things that we'll have time to discuss, such as the dump at the Hueman Shit. And we want to make that perfectly clear of his latest shenanigans and the bullshit that he is been pulling up to. This episode, ladies and gentlemen, is for those 18 years of age and older. The call-in number is 516-418-5996. Press 1 and you'll be live on the air. And please call in with your questions, comments, and concerns. And this episode is also being semi-casted on Streamyard and YouTube as well, too. And our chat room is open, for our hate mail as well. Okay, and we got somebody there calling in who has their hand up. Okay, all righty, 301. Okay, last 374. Good evening. Hey, what's going on there?
Black Power, Black Power, Black Lightning.
Okay.
I am a visionary, a digital mercenary, and a black revolutionary.
Also,
always,
Shabaka.
Always.
Shabaka.
Salute to the Shabaka'S Black Experience and Ham family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Black Power. Also, you have your co-executive producer and co-host, Che Nkrumah, and our main contributor, Lady Che, on the line as well. Lady Che is in the Streamyard. We are simulcasting.
Black Power. Black Power.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm all right. We're good. I'm just listening. I'm in the back. I'm on StreamYard. Everything's cool. Sounds great. Keep going. Black Power.
Okay, and then we have another, noted Lady Che. Keep up the great work, ma'am. You know, your efforts and contributions are greatly appreciated. We have an unknown caller here who has their hand up. Okay,
is that you, Sarge?
Okay, your mic is on me. And what's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, you know you'll have to show up to duty, Sarge. You went derelict on us last time. We have to court-martial you, Sarge.
Oh, man, come on, now. Don't start with the sound break. Now, you know you got me here. Because after all, I'm Sarge. You got to let Sarge be Sarge. You had to let Reagan be Reagan. I know you don't like Reagan. But look, I'm just saying, man, whenever you tell me I can go, I got something for your ass.
Okay, Sarge. Okay. Ding, 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 in this corner. From here, from Las Vegas, Nevada, we got that one and only controversial, arrogant black bastard by the name of Shabaka'S Curry, who's been called everything over the internet except a child of God. And we have the one and only Miss Lady Che. And we also do have the one and only Che Nkrumah, who are co-executive producers and main contributors to our platform.
Yes, sir.
And what happened, we also got Black Lightning coming in down there to us out this south there, and free the land, Black Lightning, you know what I'm saying? And please ask everybody to come on, because this is going to be a barn burner tonight. Okay, Brother Che, with his great talents, ladies and gentlemen, has brought up a very, very important issue here. I see in the chat about what's happening with all the black women from the U.S. that's coming up. Is that missing or mysteriously passing, as in dying in the Gambia?
As in dying. As in dying, Shabaka. They are mysteriously dying. These black women that have come from America to live the Wakanda dream, and they're finding out it's a nightmare, and they're coming up dead.
Okay, well, that's neo-colonialism and colonialism. You know what I'm saying? You know, that there's Hyde Biden and his bullshit. You know, the dude needs to start changing his diapers and quit shitting on himself. Once again, they're going over there to get more material off the continent. You know what I'm saying? To support these evil bastards. And then, of course, as we all know, folks, Facebook had shut down, you know what I'm saying, earlier today. And however, though, as you know, the west coast of California is getting battered pretty good. You see what I mean? Because up there in the old Sierra Nevadas, where they used to bum rush all that gold up and down the pass, you know, everybody up there is snowbound.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got
drifts. The city right here, you know, is at about 65 degrees and clear. And I can see the dust out there. Looking to the west, I am seeing a lot of clouds and what have you. Okay, well, I'm of the opinion, Brother Che, and if you have facts, now this is you know, guesstimated guess, you know what I mean? And you, Brother Che, you always have your facts together. Now, could this here be a clandestine operation by the Eurocentric powers and the neo-colonialists kidnapping a black American woman, killing them, or is this here something to forge a conflict between our brethren on the continent, you see what I'm saying, and those of us here in the diaspora and trying to kill the Pan-African movement?
I would say all of the above and then some. I don't put nothing past these caucasoids.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, that's very, very sad. Always. Okay. And then on top of that, I got the doctor. I want to let you know I got the doctor.
Hey, Dr. Truth Bay in the house. Black Power.
Dr. Bay.
Dr. Truth Bay.
Dr. Bay, love me some Dr. Bay, and Dr. Bay is very intelligent, respectful.
Yes,
and Dr. Bay will check your ass, you know what I'm saying, without a doubt, you know what I mean? Okay, so therefore, ladies and gentlemen, this here goes to show that we have stated, you know, for the last 8 years right here, we got to bring this fist together, but those on the continent got to step up to the plate as well, too. It's because, once again, here comes the European, you know, with the Rothschilds and what have you, and then I'm seeing here in the description, one of them bastards died at the age of 87. May rest in piss and fuck them. Excuse my language, ladies. Okay, just being real. Okay, so what it is that they fear the reunification of Pan-Africa. But as you had pointed out too, Brother Che, is that they got to step up to the plate as well too.
Right.
Is because it will be, you know, a major catastrophe.
They got to step up to the plate, Shabaka, and they got to check their goddamn cones. Like we check our Tim Scotts, like we check our Candace Owens, like we check our Roland Martins. Yes, lady.
Jesse, you're sharing everything on your screen, other than blood.
I realized that. I'm sorry. I just came off hot off the Plexus.
Sure.
Colorado.
Oh, okay.
And Colorado has selected the dump as in Hueman Shit and Joe Biden in the primary.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was expected. Okay, and then the U.S. Supreme Kangaroo Court, you know, they cleared the way for that joker
but
to run
85% for Biden. What are you Democrats smoking? Biden can't even. He don't even know if he coming or going. He tripping and falling, shitting all over himself. He looking for shit that ain't even there. And y'all voted 85%.
It's something like that, yeah. I think it's like about 101, 102, you know what I'm saying? Only thing I know is...
And 7% did non-committed. Interesting.
Where's the 7%?
Oh,
Black Power, brother.
Good.
What is 7%?
Greetings, Grady. Greetings. Yes, sir. Oh, it's always a pleasure, Mom, when you join us. Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. We cover tonight, you know what I'm saying? And then also, too, Sarge, we don't know what happened to Joe Gibson, man. We don't know, man, if too much truth got with him. We was looking for him, to come into
Did the Caucasians go kidnap him back?
Maybe you can find it on the bathroom wall at the subway or something like that. Give him a call, man, if you want to get in with some of this heat. And our chat room is open for some of our hate mail. And then also, too, I've been admonished by, some of our...
driving around getting a DUI. Pretending to run for fucking whatever you ready for.
Is because they're saying that we're turning a lot of people off and what have you. But however, we don't mind talking and having sensible conversations with everyone. But one thing, people... is not is
Who's
that
turned off
nobody
my
is
Black empowerment? Other than white
about our history. Now, we got our hands full with Sarge now. Sarge is very well read. Now, Sarge, I got some more Lerone Bennett up here to go.
They said they was turned off.
Man, I got driving while Black. Let's see, too. I've reached out to Dr. DeGruy when she gets a chance, they give us a call and what have you. And then, of course, we're going to lead to we're going to yield to the one and only Dr. Truth Bay. Dr. Bay, what's on your mind now? Before you go too far, I want to let you know Black Power just got another one of our comrades, Brother KD Walk, on the line.
Black Power, brother, Black Power.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're all in the house.
President.
Nothing but the truth thing. Black Power.
Oh,
yeah. Always, Dr. Bay, come on. Always, Dr. Bay, come on in there with some of that South Central LA heat. You know what I'm saying? And Dr. Bay, and what's happening with our women here, as our co-executive producer, Brother Che, had mentioned about our women missing into Gambia. On that.
What about the missing women here? That's Poverty International.
Yes, ma'am.
The most stolen and unannounced. And
yes, ma'am.
We have out here. So what we have to do is make sure we check on our people.
Right.
Because many of the people that are missing, they're not checked in as much. And when they come up missing, that's when we want to put a roll call out for them. So overall,
yes, ma'am.
Our lives are not valuable. Our lives are just put in flames. Since the day this country formed, we were not considered an afterthought. So,
pretty much.
We got to put a foot up, and this is why we want to focus on Black women this year. As you know, we want to World March happening in October. But before that, we are going to have a preview of Birth of a New Nation, which will be in Atlanta, August 18th to the 26th. And that's done by Her Excellency Shantae, and she also is part of the Young Women's World March. So if you know about 1997, where it first started, this was the year of the million every day.
Yes, ma'am.
A million man in 95. We have a million women after that, and then have a million women in 1997. And so we want to make sure that we have that with the 28th anniversary. I'm not too good at math. Somebody told me 1997. So yeah.
Okay, this year would be the 18th anniversary, ma'am. I think this would be the 18th anniversary.
Okay. Yes. So
no, 28. No, is it 28?
Okay, it'll be the 28th. Okay. Okay, y'all stand corrected, folks. See, this is what happens when you get old, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting to lose my thoughts. If it wasn't for these notepads and writing stuff down, maybe I'm getting senile, maybe it's stress or whatever, but most definitely support the Million Women's March that is coming up. Definitely support, all Black businesses and all Black causes and what have you. Also, too, just found out that old Amazon, is richer than the old Tweety Bird over there. And I want to make it perfectly clear, and you and I, Sarge, can argue on this. Elon Musk is not an African. He is a Boer. He is a descendant of the Dutch and the British. He is not an African. Okay, and I want to make that perfectly clear. And then also too, the bump as in human shit.
And we want to make that perfectly clear as well.
Has been cleared to get on the ballot, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking for Black candidates to vote for, you know what I'm saying, coming this election. And if they're not of any value to us or do not have our interest at heart, I'm going to be on the couch, and I hate to be like that, because from the time that I was 18 to the time that I was 40, I voted in every election out there in California, LA County in particular, and what have you, just get out and vote, okay? A lot of our people, in fact, did get killed for the right to vote. I remember seeing, clips of Bloody Sunday up there, when our people get bashed in the head down there crossing Edmund Pettus Bridge down there in Alabama. But John Lewis is going to sit up there and say, oh, this is good trouble, as his ass was laid out there, that nightstick glides gracefully upside his head. Okay, so I recognize that. But they got to give us some damn tangibles, and the tangibles, what is it now, Brother Che? The bill is
$400 trillion.
$450 trillion in tangibles, okay? Something that you can see, touch, feel, move, land, okay? Inventory, okay? Education. Now, I do know the word is education. You see what I'm saying? Is because every other damn group, ladies and gentlemen, is coming here getting rich off of our blood. Now, to these so-called migrants that are coming in here that are attacking the Black community, lock and load, protect yourself at all times, kick their asses off the planet, you know what I'm saying, and that they will get their minds right. Also,
Lady Che, were you able to share it to
Hollywood, and excuse the language, ladies who are present. I don't like seeing our young girls up there, being whores, for the media and stuff like that, and showing off all their private parts and projecting this ratchetness and things of this nature right here. And then it got our men up here all effeminized, shoving ketchup up their asses, talking about they're having a menstrual cycle. See, I got a problem with that. Particularly being a Black man in America and the son of a Black man and the grandson of a Black man. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
No. You dudes are not going to sit up there and do that to our image. Now, over there in the great state of Virginia, the lieutenant governor referred to an individual as sir. And this individual gets out and walks out the legislature, and then we go up here and see that this is a damn man, who's calling himself a woman. I mean, this doesn't make any sense to me. And then also, too, with the gang uprising as the United Nations and set to deploy the Kenyan police over there into Haiti, and what it is with Haiti, as it is, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Dr. Bay, from what I understand, is that when Toussaint Louverture and Henri Christophe, kicked the French up out of there, they did not sit up there and sing "We Shall Overcome." They did not sit at a lunch counter and beg for a cup of coffee. They simply got busy and kicked them off the planet. And France is still having them pay a colonial debt. And then also, too, the United States, is just simply acting as an agent for France, as this proxy enforcer. So please shed some light on that. Okay, Dr. Bay, I yield. Okay.
The batteries died, so he was going to say something, don't mind. I want to say a couple things. Please don't be surprised if the whole fight has a private booth, then I wouldn't be surprised if he was to vote for this boy Hussein himself. And that is his time. Bernie Sanders and Cornel West. They'll cast votes for that. Anything that keeps the the black drop, white, the white drop. They don't put black drop, black drop. They put a white drop in.
Yeah.
And if you add the ounces without our and we should be checking them.
Yeah.
And when the Haitians shot Brother Wycliffe in the hand, according to some of the news sources, over this so it's a lot going on in the USA and in Haiti, but they have run whole Biden, every black man to find their way to whole Biden, Clinton, and Obama. And the two
Yes, the orange shoe.
The treatment of Haiti, from the criminal neglect of Haiti, home and abroad, right here, criminal neglect on we the people. I'm here to stop the war on us. And I ain't going to discuss no war, World War III, until they stop the goddamn war on us. The heinous crimes on us, home and abroad, the heinous crimes carried out by the Clinton administration on Ron Brown, on all the Haitian people and stuff, as a result of their interrelationship with the Clinton family. I mean, old Woodcoop, Willie,
that part.
Old history-headed, hard-headed line, and Hillary Clinton, and also to Chelsea at the house on the red, all of the neglected, the black people abused and neglected from coming prison in Arkansas all the way to Mississippi and I'm saying right now.
Yes, sir.
Or Washington, D.C. They have photographs of black people trying to block this. Yes. Trying to block the African American disease. Why they say you're right? Because he eat real and blow a goddamn tax reform. Don't call him your friend. Call him anybody.
Yes, sir.
Stand up for black people. And it's the only solution. You need your God and your gun at this hour. It's like power in my mama. Oh, my mama.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Off here, according to CBS News, I should say mainstream media because we ain't giving CBS, NBC, or ABC no credit. Gangs in Haiti tried to seize control of main airport as thousands escaped prisons, massacring people indiscriminately. Now, let me get past all this advertisement and garbage that they got up right here. Heavily armed gangs tried to seize control of Haiti's main international airport on Monday, meaning yesterday, exchanging gunfire with the police and the soldiers in the latest attack on key government sites in an explosion of violence that includes a mass escape from the country's two biggest prisons. All officials said Haiti's police came under attack by an armed gang. The Toussaint Louverture International Airport was closed when the attack occurred with no planes operating and no passengers on site. Associated Press journalists saw an armored truck on the tarmac shooting at gangs to try and prevent them from entering the airport's grounds. The scores of employees and other workers fled from wheezing bullets. Wow, that sounds like South Central Los Angeles. The attack on the police academy with more than 800 cadets in training was repelled Tuesday after the arrival of reinforcements, says Lionel Lazard, the Haitian police union. Last week, the airport was struck briefly by bullets and ongoing gang attacks, but gangs did not enter the airport nor seize control of it. The attack occurred just hours after authorities in Haiti ordered a nighttime curfew following violence in which armed gang members overran the two biggest prisons and freed thousands of inmates over the weekend. With that Secretary deeply concerned? Yes, they're deeply concerned about the rapidly deteriorating security situation in Port-au-Prince, where armed gangs have intensified their attacks on critical infrastructure over the weekend, said United Nations spokesman Stephanie Dejurek, if I'm saying it correctly. Okay. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister of Haiti landed in Puerto Rico on Tuesday. The embattled Ariel Henry, who assumed power following the 2021 assassination of Jovenel Moise, if I'm saying it correctly, has been notably absent since the country's latest and most serious outbreak of violence started last week. Henry has stated silently as he crisscrosses the world from South America to Africa with no announced date of return. Even a decree declaring a state of emergency and curfew to restore order, like Henry's imprint, it was signed by his finance minister, who is serving as acting prime minister. Question, people, why do I suspect that the U.S. has a hand in this?
Because
but don't they have a hand in it?
When were they disappointed to not have a hand in it?
and as we mentioned before, we mentioned the Clinton administration. It is the Clinton Foundation that has been handed it. They're the ones that's supplying the guns to some of the gangs. And a lot of the gangs, they're mixed in. And so when you hear about the leader, Barbecue.
Yeah, Barbecue. Yeah. Yeah, his name is Barbecue. Yeah.
Jimmy Sherry's there. So Jimmy Sherry's there used to be a state police. And since he left, he became the leader of the G9. The G9 now expanded into other gangs that have nothing to do with the original foundation. So now it has taken a life of its own. And these are the baddest gangs that have been supplied the guns by the Clinton administration. And so, in 2016,
about the Clinton Foundation.
In 2016, Hillary Clinton has taken almost $987 million, close to $1 billion worth of Haitian blood money. And she came back to the U.S. And what the U.S. has done, they almost made her president in 2016. So what I'm saying is that if you really want to focus on, if we really want to help Haiti, then we got to know what the U.S. is doing. We got to fight the oppressor as we have, not only for us here, but for Haiti. So currently, what's needed right now is charges be brought forth on the Clinton administration, specifically Hillary and William and Bill Clinton. And what they need to do is to be brought to justice in the International Court of Justice. And that's what we're working on right now. Now, there's something called the Montana Accord. The Montana Accord. I want you guys to read this. The Montana Accord.
Montana Accord?
Yeah, the Montana Accord.
The Montana Accord. And this was created in 2021, a couple of years ago, by a group of certain countries coming together, so-called, trying to help with Haiti, but again, they're all part of the corruption. And so we don't want any of these old
Lady Tay, do we have anybody in the chat?
What Haiti wants, and people ask, this is what people want. The people want, we need our own government. So right now we have Patrick Bravo, who just declared himself as the Prime Minister a couple of days ago. And so if he declared himself as Prime Minister, then he will be in cahoots with the current Prime Minister. His name is Ariel Henry. So a couple of days ago, Ariel Henry went to Kenya. He went to Kenya and did the deal with the Kenyan troops. And then that's when they released the prisoners so it can look more chaotic. It's literally, they're trying to eliminate the Black Africans of Haiti so that the Dominican Republic can take over and really the mulattoes that are running the country, just like South Africa. It's only probably 10% of the country is mulatto, but they're running everything. They're the ones that think cahoots with the U.S. And so what we're trying to do at the United Nations is to present this case to them. 99% of the Haitian advocacy groups that you're scared to even face. Every time I mention the Clinton Foundation, it's cricket. They run away or they don't want to hear it because, again, a lot of the Democratic Party, they still support Hillary Clinton. You know, and so this is why they'll pull that witch out of wherever she is, and she needs to be under the jail.
Yes.
And one of the things that I want people to understand is that when she was running in 2016, Trump mentioned this many times. As many times as we may not agree with Trump on certain things, when it comes to accountability, he was absolutely right. She needs to be in jail. But nobody's listening to that. Nobody wants to really hear how to really help Haiti because they want to have the balls to actually step forth. But I not feel in no fear, and no fear whatsoever for these records. I want to see Hillary Clinton face to face and ask for what's happening.
Right.
Now let me tell you how old the Clinton is. If you don't know about the Clinton body count, from the time that she got the Haitian blood money, she had set up her brother, Tony Rodman, in the mining field of BCS. BCS is one of the highest minerals in Haiti. They have the uranium and they have the gold. when she set his brother up in 2016, he was going through some financial issues. So she was paying him well until he decided he was going to blow the whistle on his own little sister because she didn't want to pay up what she said she was going to pay up. And guess what she did?
Right.
She had killed.
Yeah.
She had her
Yep, she had her brother killed. Yep.
Trust and believe. She don't care about nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
so in other words, Dr. Bay, that she committed suicide.
That absolutely.
Yep.
Who was it?
Everween. I want
The Prime Minister's sister.
Used to work for the Clinton Foundation, and he was actually my uncle. He was my uncle, and he was going to testify against the Clinton Foundation back in 2017, and he was murdered in Quality in Florida a few days before he was to testify. They declared it as suicide. And so this is why I'm afraid to step forth. But when you rock it with God, when I tell you, you have no fear of man. And I will step to these crackers and step on their neck straight up. And we're going to check them. No one's going to check them.
That's right.
Stand together.
And also, they need to be checked.
That's right, yeah.
I'm deciding to run for Prime Minister of the Republic of Haiti to create a new governance with the right people. And so how I'm going to get there, Lord determines how our people protect us. And that's how we're going to keep it moving. But if you really want to know about Haiti, you heard it from the horse's mouth itself, that this is what's happening. So anyone that's telling you anything else, it's not no one else but the U.S., the Biden administration, and the Clinton Foundation.
Yep.
So,
yes, ma'am.
Dr. Truth Bay.
John, he actually was,
the Clinton Foundation.
Can I get a word in here, Shabaka?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sarge. Yeah, the show's not the same without you, Sarge. Come on with it, Sarge. Okay, what's going on? Well, look, man, I'd like to say something about Haiti, but first, before I say that,
I'm going to go third.
with the fact that I am edified and satisfied by the events of the last few days or weeks.
Oh, we know you are, Sarge. We know you are.
Every GOP primary.
Why?
Ass kicked in every GOP primary across the nation.
She just needs to drop out already.
Just got the Republican nomination for governor of North Carolina.
Nimrod.
Great goon.
Man, it wouldn't be anything. You got to be you got to come more people.
Video game, Call of Booty, and the Supreme Court has finally come around and ruled on the Trump 14th Amendment, Section 3 violation situation. Exactly the way I told
That's
you.
by design, sir.
The way I told you they put 9
That's
and up.
by design. That's all slated for design.
Okay, now, Sarge.
Let me talk about Haiti.
Really, it's all by design.
The good doctor didn't mention about Klaus Eberwein. He was due to appear before the Haitian Senate Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission in the United States Senate. He's going to testify that the Clintons stole Haiti earthquake donations. This is what he said. This is a quote.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Outside the Clinton Foundation headquarters in Manhattan. This is a quote from the gentleman. The Clinton Foundation, they are criminals, they are thieves, they are liars, they are disgraced. I don't believe that man committed suicide.
They're all bad.
I don't think he committed suicide either. He was killed. He was assassinated.
We are too highly thinking of ourselves to commit suicide. So there's no way that we would have done that.
They always say we committed suicide.
And he had, and he was on the right path. But again, I'm calling for not only my uncle, but for all the unfortunates that have to deal with the Clintons, which is why I said I want to see her in handcuffs more than anything.
Oh, for sure.
I want to see her in my dream.
Hillary for prison.
To make my dreams come true.
Hillary for prison.
Now, when Slick Willie and Hillary went to Haiti, they said they were going to fund a small community, 100 houses. They're going to fund school clinics and so on and so forth. Now, I knew a guy who was a friend of the architect from L.A. was contacted to do a site plan. Now, he paid for 3 trips out of his own pocket to Haiti. He was told by the locals that the Clinton Foundation was not following through on the money. He spent $15,000 of his own money and didn't get a damn thing back for it. No one from the foundation would return his call. There were demonstrations outside of Clinton's New York office for over a year, and the New York Times would not even cover them.
Wow.
Of course not, because they're all in cahoots.
Yep.
They're all getting paid off. Understand that Haiti had dared to be the first Black-free republic.
Yep.
And they actually inspired
1804.
the slave revolt. And because of it, that's the only reason why the United States worked with France to
get the Louisiana Purchase.
Almost $120 million in reparations. That's why. As a matter of fact, when you look at the trees were cut down so much in Haiti because that was part of how we were able to pay off some reparations to France, is because we had to sell some of the trees. Yeah, and then on top of that, they had poisoned a lot of the fertile soil, so a lot of rice couldn't grow. So everything was intentional.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to really help Haiti, you gotta fight these crackers and states as we should, and as we should have done a long time ago.
That's
so
right.
Whoever's ready, let's
Well,
do it.
the Wall Street investment analyst Charles Ortel said that the Clinton Foundation is the largest unprosecuted charity fraud ever attempted. So here's what concerns me about Haiti. Now look, I want Haiti to be, Haiti is frankly, gotta admit it, it's a failed state or a failing state. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. And you can argue about the reasons for it, but there's no doubt that right now they are in perilous danger of becoming an anarchic state. Now, I'm worried that what's going to happen is the Biden administration is going to see this as an opportunity to import to the United States more criminals that just got out of the jails over there, bring them over here, give them credit cards, give them lodging, give them money, give them a Democrat registration card, and turn them loose on us here in the United States.
I disagree, Sarge.
That from happening,
I
we're
disagree.
going to have to keep Haiti from totally collapsing.
I disagree, Sarge.
It's already too late, brother.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, Dr. True.
Wait. Okay, go ahead, Dr. True. I'm sorry.
On horses, they gave $100 as soon as we touched ground in the border. They gave $100 and deported us right back to Haiti. That's why lawsuit was filed in 2021 for the child teacher, and it was thrown out and it was retried a couple of weeks ago, which it was dismissed. Again, the U.S. have no obligation to respect Haitians if our Black Americans are not respecting Haitians. That's why I said we got to know what the real deal is with Haiti and work together to fight white supremacy. Because we're fighting the same fight. It's the same people. And the method of how to destroy this construct is just as we said. We got to organize and we got to know what's really up. We got to individually think about what we're doing to motivate or to be part of the movement. This is an individual basis. You got to train yourself. You got to eat right. You got to sacrifice the entertainment part of your life to focus on Black power, to focus on revolutionary work. That means that if you watch Netflix 90 hours a week, well, you just got to cut that down to 10 and start filling your head with news, with politics. So that way you can have the real dialogue of what it is that you want. And that's what we need to do, Black families.
Well, I understand the concerns that people express about any human rights violation, but I studied, when Shabaka will tell you, whenever these issues raise up of any sort of law enforcement misconduct, I studied them thoroughly, backwards and forwards, up, down, one side, the other. And this issue with the Border Patrol agents doing standard size techniques, meaning the method you use to make a horse move laterally, your standards, horses are prey animals. In order to get a horse to move laterally, what you do is you swirl your reins, the reins of the horse, on the side opposite that you want the horse to move into. So you put pressure on the side you want him to, opposite side you want to move into. while twirling your reins, and that horse will move laterally away from what the horse perceives as a threat. It is a standard dressage technique. That is what those Border Patrol agents were doing. Joe Biden is a liar. He calumniated those agents, and he still hasn't apologized. Now, when Haitians get to this country, by whatever means, if they cross that border and surrender to any Border Patrol agent, they are automatically processed into the country. They don't have to pass any tests. They don't have to take their vaccinations. They don't do it. They automatically get waived in the country. All they got to do is illegally enter the country, like the Afghans do, like the Kazakhstans do, like the Russians do, like the Chinese do, like any of these people do. If they get across that border, they are in. And they get a date 8 to 11 years hence to show up for asylum hearing, which they never will show up. And if they did, 90% of them would be denied the claim and they'd be subject to deportation.
SARS, if any, SARS, true. Dr. Truth Bay, Dr. Truth Bay and SARS. This is Brother Che. Lady Che.
They are not going to be deported. I can guarantee you that. That I'm 1,000.
God damn it, SARS.
Let me tell you something. We don't want to do that. We're not trying to cross over illegally. Many of us have already done that, and we were sent right back. I don't think you realize how much the U.S. hates our black kids.
Exactly, that part.
So unless you're at the border yourself, viewing what happened, do not repeat hearsay.
Right.
Everything you said right now would have agreed with you if it was correct. This is what I'm telling you we need to do.
Right.
Is that you need to put in a position someone that can rectify the truth. You're speaking to the Minister of Justice as you speak. And this is why you say, if we have the correct resources in Haiti, it wouldn't have been a problem. The United States, just like they've done in South LA, in every Chicago, in the black neighborhood, they destroy drugs and they give the government foundation is giving the gangs these automatic rifles. These are high pressure rifles. Where you don't get them in the street unless the U.S. supplies. That part. Again, I need you, SARS. As a matter of fact, I'm going to lead you the charge. I'm going to need you to fetch me Hillary Clinton. Can you do that for us? If you can't do that, then I can guarantee you
How to get that woman.
Statement that 3080 is not.
Doctor.
Can I get in real quick? Can I get in real quick, please?
That woman under interrogation.
Okay, hold on, y'all. Lady Che has been dying to say something. Dr. Truth Bay. Lady Che would like to say something. Go ahead, Lady Che.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real brief. I always want to see Haiti just be, without any president or dominion, just in a peaceful, less traumatic state of affairs that they're going through. I really always wanted that. I think that what Sarge just said, I mean, that was like last year, the year before, and that didn't work. They sent you back. They sent it back in the ugliest way. There's only like 11 people filing a lawsuit right now. I feel like that's just the ones that can do it. Haitians don't get the same treatment as any other alleged asylum seeker. In fact, the ones they have managed to come over, they've seen it live on the thing that they're sending them back. They're utterly angry that they see Haitians coming across like everybody else, and it's just a few. It's not like a lot. The way they were treated the last time, the way Haitians were treated the last time was a fucking not only an atrocity, but it was just utter terrorism. I mean, it's not like they didn't have enough going on. You know what I mean? In their own country, that's an actual country that needs help. You know what I mean? That we should actually be doing for. I say that, not to dismiss our foundational Black American struggle that we're going on here for reparations. I say this because Haiti has a lot to teach us about, you know, really making a scene. Like I want to say, like the way they get into shit, you know, because it really impacts their government to make them see what the fuck is going on. Whereas we have a way to teach them how to get exactly what they need from their reparations. How to sue the, you know, how to got to really get there. There's a lot of teaching that can go back and forth. Like we don't have no anger going on. We're just like pacified, numb. Like we just like go with the flow, whatever they say. But in Haiti, it's not like that. You know, they're really trying to, you know, do something over there. I feel like if anyone needs help, you know, they should get some help little by little, right now, you know. I also feel that like what was being said, Sarge, is stereotypical. Haiti is not the same. Like Haitians are not the same like some of the African countries that come over here, the Asian ones, the Europeans. Everybody's over here just riding a wave. You know what I mean? A real wave. They're just here. They're doing the most. They're asking for all kind of shit that they don't have no reason to. Where, you know, they're not really going through a lot as versus Haiti. And Haiti's been going through it. You feel me? I feel like it's not equal, and it's never gonna be equal for black people, period. But it's definitely not gonna be right for Haiti until something really does happen. I have a question only because I couldn't hear all the way. Who's running for prime minister? I couldn't hear it. It was like really low on this end.
Dr. Truth Bay.
Yeah, who's running for prime minister in Haiti?
No, Dr. Bay is running for the prime ministership of Haiti, Lady Che.
When is your election?
To be Haiti.
Yes, when is your election?
Started as a descendant of slaves as well. So my family lineage is actually from the good ship's Desire. So my family's slave name is Desire. We came in 1636. William Pierce, who has been the ship master, you can look it up, good ship Desire. He had taken a cargo boat that was only meant for supplies and went to what was called Hispaniola. That's past Bermuda. That was before Haiti was in the country.
Yeah.
And he came back with 11 slaves on top of it. This was first after almost 20 years after 1619's first voyage. And so as a descendant of slaves, our family really did build this country.
Yep.
And so for the reparations that we need for foundational Black Americans, is the exact same reparations that we're fighting for Haiti. It is one and the same. The United States will not be the way it is if we had not doubled through the Louisiana Purchase from Napoleon because of Haiti.
Correct.
And so we understand we are all nations. We are all from Africa, first and foremost. And we were spread out. However we come, we were considered property, even to this day.
Right.
We are the only people of where they steal our language, steal our culture. They can't send us back because we've been here too long. So therefore, we are the most hated. That's why you have South America flooding the United States with the benefits of what I just mentioned. We're getting whole houses for Black families. We're sleeping in the homes who are from here because we are not flooding the political realm, the city halls, the way that every other race fills it up. This is why I say some of the accountability falls on us without complacency to failure to unify.
Correct.
Come up with a strategy and really form and forth. And that's what it takes. It really is Black power.
Dr. Truth Bay.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you familiar with?
Thank you, sister. Thank you. It's understood. Thank you.
Dr. Truth Bay. Are you familiar with CARICOM?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Are you familiar with CARICOM?
Absolutely.
Okay, so why?
intergovernmental organization with the political,
Yeah.
something as a Montana Accord. 16 member states, and it's throughout the Americas as well as the Atlantic. And so we want to really put these forth, because CARICOM has been robbed just like DCS. CARICOM has been used to promote colonialism. And right now, we need to get all these white organizations, European organizations like Food for the Poor, the Red Cross.
Yep.
They are dominating with the Clinton Foundation, taking all of the resources and food. My mother actually was in the Haiti earthquake in 2010 and the recent one. So she's a retired nurse. So she was in the woods in 2010 when the first earthquake hit. She was in a home, and the whole block crumbled. She watched it crumble right in front of her. And it wasn't by the grace of God that the house that she was sitting in toppled a little bit, but she was able to survive. And so she watched all these organizations, including the Clinton Foundation, take the resources while hundreds of families were stranded in the woods, dying with no supplies. And we also have transparency. So we testing for all of these NGOs to leave Haiti, to build the youth there. The youth are ready. We have a school called Okina Policy Training Institute. These were students that were handpicked in the nation to form a policy group that we've been working with since 2016. This was a direct response to the Clinton Foundation. When you go to Cité Soleil is ran by orphans. Almost 90% of the population of Cité Soleil is young people. And we still have, if you go there physically, we still have buildings of which the Clinton Foundation was just supposed to start off with, and then they left. It's halfway built. So many empty structures built on that. So accountability is definitely at hand. This is a year, election year, where it's going to be a very, very strange year. Things are not going to be what it seems, but the people got to rise up.
Right.
It's freedom of death, Black people.
That's it.
Not an option. So we have a responsibility to fast and pray, to do and discipline ourselves, to have the mindset of the warrior that we need to be out there in these streets.
And you'll be traveling to.
Speaking of warriors, we got one warrior on the line that he hasn't checked in. He ain't chimed in yet. Brother Kevin DeWalt, one of our Black Panthers, a real strong warrior. So when you say warrior, I was like, he's right here. Shout out to the brothers and sisters in Haiti.
Yes.
Love, and we'll come together collectively and strive for one goal. And that's Black Lives and Unity.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. My answer once said, when someone show you who they are, believe them the first time.
Yeah.
In America, after 400, almost 70 years of some of the most destructive psychological damage you can do to any human being in the annals of history, know that you don't have the best interest for us. And another thing the sister said, she said that you don't like something, change it. This is what our brilliant sister Maya Angelou once said. We're not a backwards people. We come from brilliant people. And we're going to align ourselves with one goal. By any means necessary.
By any means necessary.
Our actions of our former slave masters, children, not no more. We sung that song before. We're not singing it no more.
No more.
We danced in all the dance halls. And you know, we already know they don't even have any rhythm.
Exactly.
Man, you are in line about you know. And guess what? We're not marching in Belgium no more. We're marching in Black Lives and Unity.
Yeah.
Or one that part. And that's that part. And that's the way that we supposed to operate as Black people in America and abroad.
the African diaspora. And I love.
Oh, yes, sir, without a doubt.
Brothers, international, in the state, give big ups to the sisters, to the Million Woman International Movement. I must
absolutely
support our sisters in this most definitely must move. And we celebrate our sisters to the fullest. We'll be there to protect them by any means necessary, because we know it's life or death, and there's no next to the Black woman.
Right.
Like I said, I just looked and I don't see it streaming to the
We
page.
can't go no higher than the Black woman in this civilization. So what we do is we must protect her, guard her with our lives, because we know that she's going to do the right thing for us, especially a nurturing mother that loves her son. She's most definitely going to do the right thing when it comes to making sure she protects him. So we're on this together. We're in unison. We're doing it in the Black Power Unison movement, because we know it ain't nothing but Black love and unity over here, and we're going on that number one goal, and that's to bring unity and liberation to our people. Black power.
Yes, sir.
Black power.
Always. Now, one thing I must say, brother, about Miss Maya Angelou. Okay, and as you know, Maya Angelou wrote the book called I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Maya Angelou was molested. She was from San Francisco, California. And Oprah Winfrey looked at Maya Angelou as one of her mentors. But there's one question that I got to ask about Ms. Angelou, okay? Why did she marry white guys? You see what I'm saying? You know, I'm just curious about that. And everything that you said, brother, was beautiful. But my question is, okay, she has all this knowledge, which she did, and may she rest in power. Okay, but why would she marry a white guy who is the oppressor, who violated our women on the plantation system, who sodomized our men, what have you? Same thing like with Holly Berry. Same thing with Serena Williams. You know, what is up with that? Maybe I'm missing something. You know, I'm just an old so-and-so, you know, about to be 60-something in a few months, you know. But why did she do that, brother, if somebody can enlighten me on that?
Yes, sir. I will give you my opinion on that. I'm not no person that has any knowledge of dealing with biracial relationships. However, what I will say, we were doing the post-traumatic slave syndrome, and a lot of times our people get to the point to whereas we'll become victims to the very oppressor who have laid it down to mentally bring our women down to give us a survival as Black men, because that Black woman back in the days really knew that white man did not like that Black man. So we got to be very vigilant to ourselves, you know, that we're in a system that's been warring against us for so many years, and psychologically it has brought our women down to a level in certain ways where they use that as a tool to try to protect that Black male. Now that's just my opinion, but I will say this. It has happened.
Okay.
But we're not going to allow
it brother. That's very, very sound reason.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, please continue, brother. Please finish what you were saying, man. You was in the middle of a sentence. Please finish, okay?
Yes, sir. And, you know, sometimes psychologically, our people have been damaged to a way that we need the return of a Black family. And that's a must when it's dealing with the psychological traumas that our people have endured during the measures of being here in this system. So, you know, me personally, and I'm only coming off my own opinion, because I'm not no professional in this area. I just want my people to know that dealing with this type of system here in America have traumatized our people into acting in a behavior that normally we would not act if we were in a civilized system. Right. So I would say this, it's only my opinion, so I yield in Black Power.
Black Power, brother.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Okay. Always. Okay. All righty. Also, too, ladies and gentlemen, moving right along here with the situation recently there in Haiti, and then of course as Dr. Bay had mentioned, and I'm just going to paraphrase you, Dr. Bay, is that you got these outside forces that's controlling, manipulating, and destroying the internal situations of Haiti, just like how they did in Kenya, just like how they did in Tanzania, just like how they did it in the Gambia, and what have you. But another thing that needs to be crumb bombs on is this concept of this neo-colonialism. And of course, as we all do know, the neo-colonialism is nothing more but the ages of the
Twin, thanks for doing this.
organized attitude is huge debate a while back, Sarge. Okay.
Oh, hey,
now,
twin.
and I think, Sarge, you and I had got up into this debate about Elon Musk being an African, and as far as I'm concerned, he is exactly a boy. Okay, he's not no African, he's Dutch. You see what I mean? On that, and excuse my language, okay, keeping it clean. Okay, but this puppet manipulation of these neo-colonialists, you know, who answers to their masters of the United States, of France, of England, of Belgium, what was the other country up there, to Portugal, Spain, and what have you. Okay, so as soon as we break that chain, but we got, as Dr. Bay has said over the years, and I'm just paraphrasing you, Dr. Bay, you know, that we got to have a course of action and a right to self-determination. Okay, because when this orange raccoon gets selected, or we selected,
we got to take Sarge out of timeout.
These crackers are not playing with it because they are locking loading.
I don't know if I want to, actually. They're getting worded edgewise.
We've had Sarge's timeout for over 20 days.
I'm not trying to be funny or anything like that. So what would it take, you know, to bring our coalescence together? What would it take for us to get up out of this individualism and come together, you know, as a black?
Everybody get a whole brain person.
Can I answer, Shabaka?
I want to answer too.
Can me and Lady Che answer that question, please? What it will take is us getting on code and realizing that we at war all over the planet in all 9 areas of human activity. And that is economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, sex, war, and religion. In all 9 areas, and some say 10, health and nutrition. Shout out Millie Fuller Jr. Go ahead, Lady K.
Real quick. I'm sorry, real quick, because we were trying to get in. I would say everybody need a brain purge and a recodification, like, automatically. Like, that's all I gotta say. That's the only way you're gonna get it done, because it's never gonna work that way. There's no such thing. Well, we can't even get along in our own households. So unless everybody get a whole brain download, repurge, like wipe all that other shit out and then restart over according to one, you know, actual, you know, thought process, we might be able to do it. However, it's not for everybody. You know what I mean? Some people just don't have it in them to be empowered. Some people are just not gonna do it. You can't lead them to water. You can't teach them. You can't talk to them. They are in their ways. They're set on the plantation. They're never coming off of it. It don't matter what you say. And then there's some people that are just fucking ready to fight no matter what, by any means necessary. That's all they do. That's all they know how to do. That's all they've ever experienced. They just fight, and especially against shit that's oppressive to them personally, and then the bigger picture. You know what I mean? So it's not for everybody. What I was under the understanding was that everyone had a certain role to play in the revolution, whether it be small or big. You had a part to play. Everyone had a part to play, because it wasn't just one big task for one group of people. We all had something to do with it, some little thing, however we could contribute, however we, you know, whatever skill sets we could bring to the table, it was useful one way or the other to make the bigger picture. You know, that's what I was under the understanding. I was also under the understanding that, you know, not everybody's going to be able to go with us. We have to leave a lot of people behind. Sorry about their bad luck, but they should have allowed themselves to wake up and stay awake. But now it's just conscious sleeping and conscious ignoring and whatever satisfies or placates to their emotional feelings versus what's actually tangible or what's actually able to happen regardless of what pretty words somebody says. What can actually happen or how mad do you got to get? Like, no one is upset about anything really. If they're showing it, if they're upset, it's not like we see in abroad. You know what I mean? It's all this asking, and nothing's really happening. And we're tired. Everybody's tired of marching. Everybody's tired. You know, because it seems like we're just talking to knuckleheads all the time. You know, and we're just all by ourselves in 50 states. There's like 50 of us in 50 states, and we can't, you know, we all separate, but we're all on one accord. It just seems so small, and everybody else is on some other shit. And then we got them. We got the OTBs and everything else. You know, it's always something. It's never gonna be how we want it unless everybody get a fucking whole complete purge mentally and reprogram. You know, like I did. I had to reprogram. I had to kick out a whole bunch of nonsense, re-educate, reprogram. That's the only way I was gonna be on this way of thinking that I'm on now for the last couple of years. You know, that's it. There's no going back. We're at war. That's it. Who knows how long it's gonna be? It's a marathon. You know, we're here. Any means necessary. We can't go back once you're in this mindset. You know, that's all I have to say. Black power.
Black power.
Well,
Black power. Black power.
And I agree with you wholeheartedly. We are tired. And so women and children primarily are going through it as much. And that's why youth are out of control. Not for any reason, but for the circumstances in which we have to change. Now, we have a town hall meeting this Thursday, March 7th. There was Brother Shabaka'S that I have to share as well. We would love for you to join. And at 7 p.m., we'll be discussing issues in your town that you'd like to fix. And we'll be supporting each other and creating committees. This will be a committee not only for security, for the men and women who will march in October, but it's for all events coming up as well. So please come on in 7 p.m., March 7th, which is Zoom link, and from 7 to 10 Eastern Time, we should have a solution. And what we'd like right now is to really focus on positive music, recruiting our youth in art, start training at least a dozen youth in your neighborhood, and give them assignments and start attending the city councils of your city, and make that your first home. Today was election day, March 5th. So the state of California had its primary ended up at least in about 20 minutes from now, which would be 11 o'clock Eastern Time. And so what I've noticed today, I went to the voting booth, one for my sister, who was actually running for Los Angeles County District 2.
Oh, wow.
And, Brother Shabaka'S, you know the history of District 2. So I believe that if it's meant to be, that we'll find out tomorrow what the results will be. But when I went to the voting booth, what was interesting is that the election pamphlet, they didn't have any in English. Did you hear what I say, Black family?
Yeah.
They had every language from Hindi to Korean to Ukrainian to Russian, Portuguese, but they did not have not one
in English
election pamphlet in English. And we have the document for that. We're actually going to speak about that on Black Power Radio next Sunday. And we want you to chime in. This is disturbing, Black family.
Yeah.
And I tell you, they're telling you right in front of your face that we don't matter. And they have replacements. What are we doing about it to prevent that? And the only way we can do that is through organizing, as we speak now. So we appreciate platforms like Black Experience, Black Power Radio,
Frontline Black News, the Revolutionary.
founder of the Woman World March. And so now is the time for us to come together. And I really think that in November 2024, that we as a people will unify for reparations more than ever. Right?
Yes, that's
So
true, man. We coming to Washington to get our check.
I think also too, we have to be able to, like, I could barely hear. I don't have to go back and listen to the playback because I'm all the way, like, it felt very distant. And I want to say this is that we have to be able to support each other, even though we're in different states, because it doesn't take, what you're talking about is very serious. Even like with us, with me and Jesse, doing city council in our area, we are the villains, the actual villains of it all. You know what I mean? And it's very disturbing, but there's nobody else to do the work. Nobody to do the work. It's very disheartening. And we're in a racist state, another racist state, but it's almost, I don't want to say it's a different kind of racism, but it's very direct when they want you to fail. You know what I mean? Fail, and it is very insightful. So we are feeling the effects, me and Jesse, of the ugliness towards us because we are speaking like this so hard every damn day about this shit. This is serious, like live, breathe, eat, sleep, fight racism, white supremacy all goddamn day long, including like even out in the street, like with the illegal immigrants that are forcing themselves onto actual residents or citizens, with the Palestine thing that's forcing itself to leapfrog over black issues while they incorporate a black word or two here and there, and only to highlight their thing. Like it all makes sense, but it doesn't. White tears, crying. It's just a lot, and it seems very, very difficult for just two people sometimes. So we have to figure out how to all support each other, even when we're apart. Like I watch everything, I see everything, and I need to know more. I need to know more. Black Power.
Black Power. We lost Dr. Truth, babe. Put the call back in.
She'll be back.
Shabaka, should we take Sarge off of ice? He's been on ice for like a half hour.
Oh yeah, take him out of punishment. You didn't tie him to the whipping post, so he should be all right.
They call back in.
Yeah, man, you got me in the slave quarters, ain't you?
Sarge, that's your fault. That's what happens when you go AWOL. You don't even no call, no shows. I'm always ready to fire you, but Shabaka says not to, so we just don't fire you.
Joe Gibson is on the line with me right now.
Cool. Hey, can we get Alaska back so he can say the hard N word again? We can terrorize him a little bit.
Where's Rep?
You can't merge both shows just to talk to Joe Gibson.
Oh yeah, there he is. That's what we've been saying.
Is that Joe Gibson?
Yeah, Joe Gibson. We've been saying
Joe Gibson,
that.
are you still running for office? Joe Gibson, sir.
House District 35, right?
Are you still in political office, Mr. Gibson?
Y'all better get it in while you can, because I'm about to unmute Dr. Truth Bay and Black Power already.
We understand. Joe Gibson, are you still running for office? Yes or no? Are you currently running for office, Mr. Gibson? Yes or no?
Joe Gibson.
Speaking to the only damn cracker in the whole room.
Are you still running?
I mean, yes, I'm still running, but I'm not running anymore because the election was tonight. So obviously, clearly, I'm going to lose.
Yeah,
I didn't even.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And then that's what we do. We sink ships. That's us. You're welcome. All right, go ahead. Carry on, Dr. Truth Bay. We soaked the battle.
Right, bring Black Talk Radio back on.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got disconnected. Dr. Truth Bay and Black Lightning.
I feel good about myself.
Welcome back. Sarge and Joe Gibson are joining us. They're unmuted, so give them hell.
So did I hear correct?
Joe.
You only got one vote, and that was for himself.
Yeah, I voted for myself, and that's not even recorded, that vote. So that shows that the system is broken. It's rigged.
Oh my God! Come on, man. That don't even work. You know you didn't put no effort.
Joe Gibson, that same thing happened to me last year. The same thing, damn near identical. Same thing happened to me. I did say something. Yes, I did.
It's really none of your business, Joe. I mean, you're not over here, but you don't really know who's going through.
I ran for mayor of Denver, Colorado last year.
Yeah, the Black First Agenda, Joe.
No, 11 votes. They said. I know goddamn well I got more than that.
It wasn't like that. I don't even, man. Oh God, here we go again.
No way that could spread. Is it a city like Denver? No way.
I know, but that's what they said on paper.
What happened? Well, it's too much to get into right now over this program. However,
it's funny you bring it up though, Joe, because you know where Dominion is located at. You know where Dominion is headquartered.
Tell us, Jesse.
Denver, Colorado.
Really hear you. That's why there's an echo. What's going on?
Oh, you called in. Is that you, the 366? Did you call in again, Joe?
Yeah. I'm 336.
What's up with your team, Joe? You're white. You got bread. What's up with your team?
Because I got you through on a conference call. You're on there with me.
336, last four, 8496.
This case the wall.
Who did?
I think Joe is on the same call I am, because I got him on a conference call right now. He called me. Yeah, I got him on a conference call.
So, Joe, what'd you do?
Is that you?
You want to okay.
I got questions that need answers, so I'm gonna let everybody talk, and then I'm gonna hit you with all my questions that need answers. Carry on. Carry on.
I said if that wasn't for you, so something else is.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. You talking about the house district.
What area are you running for? No.
Well, I was down here in Rockingham County, North Carolina, North Carolina House of Representatives, District 65.
65.
Oh, okay. Well, there's one bright spot, Joe. Mark Robinson is the Republican nominee for governor of North Carolina.
But what difference does it make, Sarge? It's rigged. It's all a lie. It's just
No. You can't pull that. Come on now.
So, Joe, I thought you were going to run as a Republican. Did you remain independent, or did you run as a Republican?
Hell no. How come y'all get to ask him questions? I can never ask him questions about this.
Listen, this is an illegal corporation. It's a de facto corporation. Everything they do is a lie. It needs to be overthrown, defeated, destructed, destroyed, one or the other, like the Constitution Bill of Rights says. Altered or abolished, because it's broken. The whole thing is a lie.
You know, I'm inclined to believe it because we've seen it personally, but you know, it really only matters because it happened to Black folk, and I can't imagine it happened to you of all people. So I'm kind of just curious about it because we saw it personally when it happened to us. We saw it actually happen personally. We watched it happen for hours. We watched it happen. You know, we watched the fucking months. So, well, how could it happen to you, Joe? Where's your team? Where's your money? What were you doing this whole time?
Well, I've been working behind the scenes for years now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sarge knows that too. But the fact of the matter is that I really, for now, tonight, have really, listen, they flat out lied to me right to my face. I mean, now I know for sure You know, you always got those little doubts in your mind. Well, maybe, this is right. Maybe that's right. But now I know for sure this is a broken, lying sack of shit country. There's a lot. They lie. And they'll set anybody up and kill anybody. They'll do anything to anybody. They're wrong.
You don't say. Now I know. You don't say, Joe. Black people have been saying this for how many centuries now?
So you watched the system go against you, huh, Joe? What happened with your? Did you have a nemesis in the race? Did that motherfucker do better?
I guess I can recruit him now, then, huh?
Yeah.
When we're looking for the Black anti-hate crime bill.
Yeah.
Reparations.
Yeah, that wasn't Joe at all. He could care less about those two things.
When I walk in the building, look at me and say, Black Rising, Black Power.
Hang on, let me ask you a question. What happens to the Patriots that are fighting alongside me? What happens to them?
What do you mean? You're a tether anchor baby, Joe.
Anchor baby. Come on, Joe. Stop the cap. We already went through this.
Anchor baby, y'all. Come on. He's an anchor baby.
We already went through this. Joe, we already went through this. You're an anchor baby. Stop it. You owe reparations. You don't want to come correct on it. Stop it. Stop it. And you fantasize black people. You fantasize black women. Stop it. I said I was going to call every black person I knew out there. And it wasn't going to happen. I did
He's
say
an honorary Caucasian that wants to be an Anglo-Saxon so bad.
Oh my God. You know what I mean?
I want freedom. And I want the right to cover. That's what I want.
We want the same thing.
Discussion, and you went hard on it. You were adamant. There was no backpedaling. I don't care what happened. Well, you had 2 days of backpedaling, but no, sir. For 4 months, you were adamant. I'll play the beautiful beat footage.
Reparations, though.
You want your own country on the United States soil.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I think
yep.
Going to make everybody happy. Let's give it to them.
That's what it is.
Now you said they can defeat it. You don't mean it, though. You don't mean it in your heart. You're just trying to pacify some shit. Come on now, don't stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. Let it go. Moving on. Black Power.
Violated, but it's still void. Not the same thing.
Oh Lord, here goes Sarge.
Sarge, don't take up for him.
Sarge, stop running interference. No.
You're going to punish me,
Sarge.
Sarge likes being on punishment like for another 12 minutes.
Stop running interference for Joe.
Yeah, Joe. You're not his savior.
Because when it was created, Sarge, did you remember that we were considered property at the time? So how can the articles of
that part
because we're no longer property.
Since when? Since when?
Treason, like the act of betrayal.
Oh no.
Because the Constitution's been amended. It's illegal to make any human being
Sarge.
Never constitution to black people ever.
It's true no longer.
No, because if you're duly convicted of a crime, you're a slave again.
You're still a slave, period. One way or the other, at school, prison, work.
I just take exception with that characterization, though. I just take exception. It's not true.
It is true. It is. Sarge, no. No, Sarge. No, we're not going to
let Joe Gibson have his Jesus grab the wheel.
On legislation here in Colorado, y'all, to abolish slavery from the Colorado Constitution, right? Mm-hmm. The first year that we ran it, the language was so confusing that people voted no in opposition of it. And then we ran it again during the George Floyd protests. It passed, and they still are allowing prison labor in the state of Colorado. Even though this is actual law now, they're still allowing for servitude behind walls.
Right.
Uncompensated servitude.
And where it says until convicted or duly of a crime.
That's not true, sir. That's involuntary servitude.
Oh my God.
You have the choice as to whether to work or not. That is not true.
Sarge, it's still going on. That is true.
Colorado prisoners make almost everything, sir.
And not work. They're not.
We got dairy farms. We got a whole telemarketing fucking thing, a radio program out here in the prison. We got everything out here. We're making everything out here in prison. In Colorado, yeah. Got a radio show. We do telemarketing, outbound calling, license plates. We got a dairy. pick up section of the prison. There's a pick a prison. We do everything right. And then we even get to go outside and be slaves out to the people.
You have me on ice most of the show. Let me make my comment.
Okay, you got the floor.
You're taking it from
explain to me why there's a whole law on the books here in Colorado that abolishes slavery from the Constitution.
And wipe your ass with it. Joe Gibson has finally seen the light. Move to the head of the class, Joe Gibson.
Look. Joe Gibson is entitled to his opinions. So am I. And let me explain to you why I do not think that is about. First of all, let me deal with one subject. You guys hop around and subject.
No, Sarge.
You don't hop around. Bad bill of sale.
You and Joe Gibson deflect.
He's the same. Like the same Trump.
In the 13th Amendment, okay? What does the 13th Amendment
say? For black people, though, Sarge.
Sarge, you know a law, an amendment, a bill.
Okay, let Sarge make his point, Brother Shay.
Okay,
let Sarge make his point, folks. Listen.
Look at the plain meaning of the words in the 13th Amendment. It forbids involuntary servitude except as a punishment for which you have been duly convicted of a crime. Now notice,
like slavery,
it does not require it of any state, and I know of no state in the union anymore wants to change things. Ever since Paul Muni and that movie, I was a fugitive from a slave. Be indentured servitude, right? Like when the Europeans came and they were like criminals and shit, and they built the 13 colonies. They're like indentured servants, but they're slaves. Come on, guys.
Okay, let Sarge make his point.
Ever since that movie came out, almost every state instituted reforms that no one is required to work in any. Listen, you go to all the prison codes across the nation, you are not required to work. In fact, a lot of inmates want to work, not just because of the pittance they're paid, because they ain't paid much, but because it gives them credit to get time to get out of jail early or get parole.
It's boring as fuck.
Work release. So that they're not doing work release.
They are not.
They're not doing work release, Sarge.
I can only do so much with my hustle. I gotta get out and do something else.
What is that?
Yeah, you literally. I mean, look, we have a.
Okay, let Dr. Bay speak.
Every state is allowed.
I know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Ain't nobody fucking listening. Okay. I know it.
Sarge.
Okay.
Don't have time for it.
Let Dr. Bay speak. Let Dr. Bay speak, okay? And then we'll get back to you, Sarge. Okay, now, Sarge, you're right. Okay, the U.S. Constitution is not worth the paper it's written on, so you can take it and wipe your ass with it now. Now, you go to the California, okay? And they got a huge sign up there in front of New Folsom. Am I right on that there, Dr. Bay? That says Prison Industrial Complex. Now, who's the main ones who are buying these materials from Folsom State Prison? Walmart, Ethan Allen, okay, your major furniture stores, You see what I'm saying? And things of that nature right there. Now, keep in mind, Black family, I always ask this question. When did we, as Black people in America, diasporic Africans and what have you, when did we petition the U.S. government to be citizens here? Okay, Sarge. Okay, I'm yielding for a minute. Okay, Brother Che, run it, Brother Che.
Yeah. I got you. Go ahead, Sarge. What is your answer to that?
If I may.
Oh, go ahead, Dr. Tuesday. Go ahead.
What does that have to do with the Constitution? They have been ratified, but we are overwhelmingly charged with crime by the time we're 18 years old.
That part.
So again, we are involuntarily being put in these places due to the Constitution that you respect so much. So again, we are Black folks. We delegate to the Code of Umoja, number one, and number two, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, also known as UDHR.
Yep.
There you go. Okay. The floor is yours.
All right. Okay, the floor is yours, Sarge. Okay, everybody's going to yield and let Sarge do his thing. Come on with it, Sarge. Now, you ain't got your secret napkin holder with you, do you, Sarge?
No, I don't need that. I have my mind. That is more than adequate enough for the task ahead. All right, now.
Okay.
He's a saved shirt.
In response to the notion of the prison complex being contracted out by private contractors, that is a message for you and the people in the state.
Just like that.
If you don't want Walmart to be able to do business in the state, and let the state let Walmart relieve some of your tax burden for prison labor, which is compensated although in the private sector, but it is, and make to do something rather than sit in the cell and vegetate. Now you can always say, legislature, we do not want you to allow you to contract with any private industry for anything. You have everything to
It's real.
Be my guest. But please, tell me that there is nothing.
Okay, hold on, Sarge. Hold on. You sound just like the sheriff of Contra Costa County that told you and Bobby Hill in 1867. If you got a problem with the laws and the guys in California,
Sarge tapes shirt on.
all right, Sarge. Wow, history repeats.
Rather than false analogy.
No, pulling the white man out every chance he gets.
Again,
we're talking about facts, Sarge.
The question here is that in the citizens of a state control what their legislature puts out by the people they vote for, or the manner in which they advocate for certain public policies. Now, it is up to you in your state to convince them what you think those policies ought to be. You cannot whatsoever. They can sit around, they can go in the yard, they can pump irons, and they can shank each other. Okay? If that's what you want them to do, fine. But let me tell you something.
I didn't know what they do too.
Human rights by the United Nations.
Again, they shank. Put a cape on.
We govern ourselves in the United States. The Charter of the United Nations, Article 4, Section 7, specifically prohibits the United Nations from interfering in the domestic affairs of any nation. It says so right there in the UN Charter.
It's like, the cape and the Constitution are real to black folks.
Africanness this year, because the United States, correct. The UDHR is not current law, which is why we are making human rights the law. And how we do that? We're not following along with the okey-doke of white supremacy government. We can tell from home who were blue in the face for reparations, but unless you mobilize and hold them accountable, you know? So when Joe Biden said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. What did we do? We voted for it. When he said that African Americans is not, he said it to our face. So a bunch of NAACP do nothing. We said it in the media. And you can look it up. That you are not the problem. We're not the problem. We're just gonna have to work with the Hispanic community because they are going to be more than you. You told us that. And what did we say? Okay, Joe, you and your crackhead son, please rule this nation for 4 years.
Right. It's that part, Dr. Bay.
Because anybody with the orange man.
That part.
Nigga,
Wait a minute.
We ain't got time for dummies.
Right.
So please,
All right,
if
wait a
you
minute.
want to vote, no vote, no reparations,
That's
no
right.
vote. Very simple.
No vote.
Well,
And the price tag for the reparations
it's
is
$450 trillion.
intangible.
And when you
I'm sorry, Dr. Bay.
down is 47,
Okay, there hasn't been that much money in the history of mankind.
Just take the tape off already.
Mankind, everywhere.
Okay,
Stop
let
running
Dr. Bay
interference.
finish.
Go ahead.
Go
Go ahead, Dr. Bay.
Reading your head off.
Thank you. Thank you.
47, there are 47 million black folks in this country. Each of us, descendants of slaves, that you trace your lineage, if you know who you are, if you have your one sheet available. When it comes down to reparations, you'll be the first in line to get it.
Correct.
It is $5 million and land. How much land you like depends on how well you present it. This right here on Shabaka'S Black Experience, you heard it here first, Tuesday, March 5th, 2024. Don't let someone tell you or fool you about reparations. We're not here to gossip about reparations. We're here to give you data, live, and direct. So I will repeat again for my back row brothers and sisters. We got to repeat things 5 or 6 times to get to the point. Reparations for a person will be $5 million and land. We're going to start off with that.
Okay.
Now, what you asked to know, because the Freedmen's Bureau is what is going to determine and distribute this funding. So who is the Freedmen's Bureau? You decide. Because we're going to have a major national election coming up soon. Just listen in and tune in on Shabaka'S Black Experience the next 30 days. Get your notepads, because this is going to be revolutionary on radio as you've never heard it before.
I have a question.
That we need our listening audience to donate to keep this information running to you at no cost.
Yes, ma'am. And thank you so very, very much, Dr. Bay, with your intelligence, ma'am, and your elegance. Okay. Now, as you were saying, Hunter Biden on dope. Okay.
Wait, I got a question real quick before we move to that topic. Just real quick about the reparations thing.
Of course, rambling, making deals, with his daddy's blessing and all this other type of crap. But the cool part about it is, yes, sir.
Lady Che has a question. Go ahead, Lady Che.
Just only about the reparations thing, just real fast. One question. For the people that are like, kind of orphaned or whatever, foster kid, whatever. When they file their claim, is there a time limit for how long it takes them to actually trace their actual lineage back on both sides? If they don't have a lot of the access to family history, meaning they only know one set of parentage. I mean, how long do they have to actually keep their claim active?
Yeah, the good thing about nowadays is that we have science and technology that can determine certain things. Now, before there was running water and electricity, we sort of have to look at our facial features to determine our lineage. But everyone can trace. If you haven't traced it before, you have African ancestry as well as ancestry kits. They usually run from $99 to $130. These are very reliable. And once you order a kit, it will arrive at your home, and then you put in a sample. Usually it's your spit. You put it in a tube, mail it back, and within 8 weeks, they should start tracing your lineage on both sides. If you have brothers and sisters, you can find it faster.
Okay, Dr. Bell. Okay, yes, ma'am. Okay, this is by Henry Louis Gates. Am I correct in that assumption, Doctor?
What's going on here? But
yes, ma'am.
No.
Is this a white person in our chat on StreamYard?
Okay.
And a mega white person too?
Okay.
Blacks for Trump sus. Man, like, I don't know what you're talking about, but look white people and black
Dumb.
and we don't believe in Trump, so
And we want to
you
make
can't
that perfectly clear. We don't give a fuck about the dump. Is he gonna cut the check? That's all we want to know.
that's all we want to know. That's what we care about. So if we heard it, you know, he got you kick the white guy.
You know, and then of course we know
Kick
the
him off the
Monday,
planet.
the SINQ case. Now, me and Joe Gibson, and if you're still here, Joe, feel free to comment on it. Me and Joe Gibson got in this huge debate, okay, about him going back to the Monday, which is Joseph SINQ, is because Joe Gibson says, well, you know, you colored sold your own people into slavery, which is the biggest fucking lie that has ever been told. Okay, so what blows Joe Gibson's theory out of the water, if SINQ was the king's son,
Want you in the chat.
sell his own son into slavery. It doesn't add up.
All to the good. Yeah, you can beef with the white man in the chat if you want to, twin. We're thoroughly occupied in black empowerment over here.
All right, so chattel slavery is something that to this day has not changed.
Right.
Which is why there's been delayed in anti-black hate crisis. Which is why the George Floyd Policing Act is remaining stagnant because we're not forcing them to do the right thing. Let me tell you
where that came from.
Because again, black has been the primary for majority of states. You have a choice of picking a candidate. And once they get into office, they actually run for themselves. Now think about it, black families. The governance is run like this. Let me take LA County, for example. They are about 10 million people in LA County, right? 40 million in about the whole entire state of California. Now, LA County is divided by 5 districts. That means there's only 5 people who are elected as a board of supervisors to run just about 2.5 million people in this district. One person. Now, let me ask you, would you have a classroom and one teacher with about 100 students in it?
No.
Why is that?
Because they're not gonna get that one-on-one.
They're not gonna get what they need.
Bingo. Exactly, because it's overwhelming. So why would you say that the method of us electing a politician that's run over millions of people and expect them to give us individual attention? You know what they're going to do? They're going to go with people who pay their finances. It's money talk. That's what Dr. Troy Anderson was trying to tell us. Black labor, black wealth. We are continually the permanent underclass because, again, we have not forced the oppressor to be accountable or have to give us anything. When we say, well, I got energy to vilify my brother and sister, I ain't going to sit down in City Hall and give them crackers the same energy. You feel me? You remember Shannon Sharp? When he was checked by Phyllis? When he was checked by him, he didn't have that energy to check this white sports cameraster, but he had that energy to check certain things. That was just a comment made the other day. And I noticed that. We got to stop having energy to kill each other because that is the result of the slave master syndrome.
Yes,
when
ma'am.
we are in this sign, we ask since 2020, very simple way to start organizing in your neighborhood. You need to identify your local city council. If you live in the county, you identify their weekly meetings and you attend it. You sit there in the back, take notes, and listen to the agenda, who's running what, get the names of each individual in your city. That's a start. You know why our young people are not in these spaces? Because the parents are not in these spaces.
Correct.
We got time for the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is of hundreds of millions of dollars, but you have to sit in a city council meeting for 3 hours to learn how your taxes is fucking you up. We ain't got time.
Yes.
Welcome to the Church of Revelation.
Oh,
I need my organ in the back.
thank you, Dr. Trupe. Like I said, we've been doing that for almost a decade.
Now, Dr. Barry.
Showing up to city council. Go ahead.
Okay, I did send you a link, you know, from the Las Vegas city council meeting. There, well, it was only a day old, and I hope you got it. And so far with it, I saw, but as you know, this is Sin City out here, ma'am. You know what I mean? And quite natural, of course, you know, they're doing things here a little differently that they would do, you know, anywhere else, if you catch my drift. But however, Dr. Bay, you are absolutely correct. If you go, and this is why I appreciate Brother Parrish, is because he's always at city council in the city of Denver. Yep. Brother Parrish is always there. Then there's this one dude by the name of Jeff Fart, and I call him Jeff Fart, who had blocked me is because I had challenged Mr. Fart on something of what he was doing, and he was just up there grandstanding and what have you, and ass scratching, yassa boss, and being a homie kind of nigga, you know. Yeah. And so I had asked him, you know, a question, and he says, well, Shabaka, I'm just going to block you. Okay, which he did. Okay, but the point is that you are absolutely correct, is to take part in it is because every time that you spend your money in any municipality, you are paying those politicians damn salaries, one way or another. And then stay on their helmet, you know what I'm saying? Make contact with them, do research on them, see what they're about. You see what I mean? And then also, too, as you know, down there in Los Angeles County, where they recalled Davis Gascon, who is the district attorney of L.A. County, the last time that I was there, the last time that I was there is because I grew up in L.A., as you know, Dr. Bay, you know what I mean? And then what it is that they are...
George Gaston was on the ballot today. So George Gaston was on the ballot today for DA. I don't know who's going to be voting for him, and there's about 13 people. I can actually read down, if you have time, read down the actual candidates on the ballot. And
for the DA of LA County,
Yes, voted, so Katrina can be on the ballot for District 2. So, again, we'll follow up with you with the results by tomorrow. Overall, it really is power to the people. Whoever's in D.C., it really don't matter.
That's right.
Because you're the one that have the power.
That's right. That's right, Dr. Super. All right, are we going to take Sarge off of ice?
And not only after some break in the action, I just want to say that even when we weren't, say we were slaves on one side, and then the Union Army, they come in and it was considered property. You know, like if you have a war and you take all the gold bullion out of their banks and stuff, it's like we were their we were property. We were still considered property. So all that you say, well, here's your Constitution. But that's not my Constitution. I'm a goddamn slave. I love when Akbar says that. Yeah. You know, he can say, here's your all your amendments. See, I can't even read that. It's illegal for a slave to read. So that part is, they did not write that for us. They wrote that for themselves. And also, let me get real slick with it real quick. Because I know you like this song. I know everybody knows they gonna love this. Everybody gonna love me after this. But don't expect me to be this brilliant all the time. We were slaves. We were slaves, and it was contraband. That's what it was. Contraband property. Contraband property. But what I'm trying to say it the right way. I want to say it the right way. Contraband property, illegal to read and write, so we couldn't read and write it. Oh, now remember, it lost me for a second there. They did not only write it for themselves, they wrote it for homeowners. Yep. If you had to be a homeowner for that to apply to you, you had to own property, a house, or something. As a matter of fact, check this out. When they were drafting for the war back then, they say you can send your slaves
in your place.
You know what I'm saying? You can send your slaves to fight.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So that's the part that I was saying. It's not even for all of them. It's just for them that had prestige, money, power, and land. You know. So I would drop my mic right there.
Black Power. And after the Civil War, them same slave, adults, slave holder, they got reparations. So yeah, cut the goddamn check. Go ahead, Sarge.
Okay, knock. Who's there? Is anybody there? Hey, look, wait a second. The most immoral and evil thing this country has ever countenanced as legal was slavery. The most immoral and illegal thing this country has ever countenanced as legal was the unrestricted abortion regime that's taken 65 million lives since 1971. Now, as a matter of art, as a matter of legal art, I cannot call abortion murder. Why? Because the law doesn't make it murder. That's right. It made it legal. Can I ever finish it?
No, Sarge, we're moving into overtime.
Yes, Sarge, you got the floor, Sarge.
Thank you. I would appreciate it for once.
Okay, Sarge.
For 65 million people, human lives have been ended under Roe versus Wade, which said it was legal, and that was the most immoral and evil thing this country has ever countenanced as legal. Now, as I was saying, as a matter of legal art, I cannot call it murder because it literally in the law is not illegal. From the very beginning, the inception of the Constitution in 1787, black people were considered in the Constitution. Maybe not in the way you wanted them to be, but in Article 1, Section 8, the 3/5 clause calls them all other persons. Doesn't say property or contraband. It says persons. And why are they considered persons?
3/5.
Can I finish?
Yes. Tell it correctly. You're admitting that part.
They were considered persons because they were to be counted as such in the census. You can't count cattle as a
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That's a damn lie, Sarge. No, Sarge, you're lying. Sarge, you're lying. Sarge, you're lying, and I'm gonna tell you why you're lying, Sarge.
From the very beginning.
Sarge, you're lying, and I'm gonna tell you why you're lying. Because these towns, it's not true, Sarge. Sarge, it's not true.
Ladies first, gentlemen, let Dr. Bay respond. Let Dr. Bay respond.
Go ahead, Dr. Tuesday.
90 seconds. Don't hang up. We're about to go in overtime.
Correct. It's not only considered property, but we were considered 3/5 of a person.
Yep.
Are you familiar with the 3/5 clause?
For purposes of congressional apportionment. It was an anti-slavery provision.
Sarge, that doesn't negate the fact.
Wanted a slave to count as a whole person, which meant they would have more representation in Congress. The anti-slavery people didn't want them to count at all because they had no rights as citizens. So they made a compromise, 3/5.
Correct. So when they said insurance of 3/5 of a person or Indians that are not
apportionment.
Explain to me. Explain to me that portion.
For purposes of congressional apportionment, there is a percentage of a certain, when you get a threshold of over a certain number of persons in a county,
I'm sorry, y'all. I was trying to hold it in.
One congressional Congress.
How are you back? How is this dude back, guys?
Wait, where? Let me see. 10 seconds. Let me see.
Or else what?
I don't know. Where did you find this show, sir? Is it in the
they made a compromise on
How are you still here?
Yeah, who sent you? But you know, we don't give a fuck about Trump. We want to make that perfectly clear.
You keep leaving that one out.
But where did
that's in there too.
Oh my God.
I'll read it to you.
Arrested shit.
Hold on, I got to intervene real quick. We are in overtime. Don't nobody hang up.
It does say that. It does say that.
No, it doesn't, Sarge.
I'll give you direct quote.
Sarge, that's a lie.
I guess.
And direct taxes shall be apportioned among the several states, which may be included within this union, according to the respective numbers, which shall be determined by adding to the whole number of free persons, including those bound to service for a term of years that would be indentured servants, and excluding Indians not taxed, those are people that are subject to Indian tribal jurisdiction, 3/5 of all other persons. So he's talking about congressional apportionment. Not any.
No, Sarge. Sarge.
Made it worse.
We let you ramble on long enough.
In the text of the Constitution.
Now it's time to do some debunking. First, go ahead.
And that's like asking the person's dog, asking the person's horse, dog, and poodle for their opinion.
Right. That's a good
Look, you can't enslave a citizen, so obviously black people were not citizens. Even
we weren't.
were frequently not citizens.
And we still not treated as citizens.
You need to stop before you get nominated for the Coon Awards.
The Raccoon Award cards, you keep it up.
Okay,
I'll put you up, sir. I'll put you up, sir. I feel good about it.
That all people were not even considered in the Constitution. Yes, they were.
As property.
You're a double award because you're doing
less than human, as less than chattel. Hence the name chattel slavery.
Yeah, let you talk. You're making it worse, Sarge. You're making it worse. You're making it worse. You're nominated. You're about to get nominated.
Hold on, y'all. Let me debunk this madness real quick because
I don't want to. I just rather nominate him and get it over with.
He said that they're not getting taxed. Okay, so each prison, right? If it's like so we got like a town called Sterling out here in Colorado, right? There's a massive prison in the town, right? It's like the size of the economy for the
It's
town.
like 7 complexes.
It's like everybody in the town, right? So when it's time for the census, because you keep talking about the damn census, so they count the population of the prison, right? But the population of the prison is not counted as actual citizens, as actual residents. But when it's time for them to collect the money, they count them so they can get more money from the federal government, the state government, et cetera, et cetera. So it's still going on, Sarge.
I say, yeah, let's just nominate him, get it over with.
Okay, Dr. Bay. Okay, I'm going to ask Sarge a question, then we're going to unmute his mic. Okay, Sarge, your mic is muted. Answer me this question here, Sarge. Okay, why did they take black men and castrate them on the plantation system?
Okay. I don't know why Sarge got the cake on.
Why would you laugh about that?
Why is that funny, Sarge?
Slave masters routinely, like Muslims in the Middle East.
Oh my God! Here we go.
I throw him in for the nomination. Lady J did it. I'm not telling you that.
Sarge, we're not talking about the trans-Saharan slave trade. We're talking about the transatlantic slave trade that happened in this part of the world, Sarge.
Sad state of
affairs. They love to deflect.
What I'm talking about is why were black men castrated on a regular basis, right? Okay, but then the rape and slave trading pedophile will go help his white ass to black women as young as 12, 13, 14 years old. And Thomas Jefferson was one of them. And this is why I refer to them as the raping.
No, remember, Sarge said that wasn't true. Remember? He kept saying that wasn't true.
Token is that they want to hang a brother on a rope and castrate him.
I just want to know why he laughed.
I'll listen.
Sarge, first of all, why was any of that funny?
Thank you for giving me some specifics. Thank you. Now I can answer the question.
When you started, Sarge.
I was trying to ask you how universal was this practice castration so these black men couldn't make more slaves for them. But now I understand. You talked about those that were lynched. Well, obviously, that was a gesture. That was a gesture to show their dominance over the slave. That is a common practice in all nations and cultures.
Is it a common practice to take souvenirs? Is it a common practice to take souvenirs of the burning bodies?
Only the white man. Okay. What it is, Sarge. This is why I had to meet you out, Sarge. I know you got a lot to say. Keep in mind we have ladies present. Okay. What it was, Sarge, as you very well know, when we talk about the motion picture, bingo. Okay. It was so much the black man facing a white woman.
Never before.
Woman telling a black man that if you don't come through,
never met a lady president.
You really got a problem.
I know he needs to chill, goddammit.
You got the nomination. I'm not taking my nomination back either. I'm serious. I'm putting it in Black Power Radio. I'm not taking my nomination back. Just know Lady Che put the nomination in for Sarge, and I'm not taking it back.
You're a woman. Now, with you as a man, Sarge, how would you feel about that? And I know you got that secret napkin holder there now. How would you feel about that?
Just let Sarge take off the cape. Take off the cape.
Common ways for a conqueror to show dominance over the women of the people they conquer is to rape and take the women, concubines, and part of as slaves. You know, that's common. The Mongols did it. The Cossacks
Sarge. Did they take souvenirs?
Shit, man.
Did they take souvenirs? And put them in jars.
I'm not talking about no Arab, Sarge. I'm talking about here in the.
Did they take whole body parts and put them in jars, Sarge?
Yeah. I'm talking about.
Did they put them all out on display for everybody in the town to see?
Every single time. All right,
Again, Sarge.
In human society,
I might actually engrave the award myself.
It is common.
On GP.
It was common for them to chop their hands off, chop their feet off, chop their extremities off.
Might be just scared of the swiller, cuz that's all I can say.
14 years of age,
white man scared
for women to marry back then. It wasn't unusual for 14 and 15-year-olds to marry.
I'm not myself.
Talking about.
My question, Sarge.
I'm not about to go to my
Yes, you are.
Sarge. Just, I mean, like,
Why should we?
this is shameful. This is like, whoa.
Who said you have to forgive it? I'm not saying you have to forgive it.
Just say the white man was scared of the swiller. Or he had to cut it off and put it in a fucking jar because he was intimidated by it. And he couldn't handle it. Just say that. Just like just throw that out there. You know what I mean? They couldn't handle it because the white man holds power. He creates seeds. He fucking does everything. It's a magical creature. Just say that.
You might not know, but they had a ritual of cutting their hands off, cutting their feet off, and cutting their genitals off.
And putting them in jars.
Horrible,
And-
man. Jesus.
Why would they cut the hands and the feet off? And the feet off. They were making them flat.
That is savagery, Sarge. Ding, ding, ding. Yes.
But it's also,
They're scared of the swiller. That's what happened, Jesse. They were just scared of the swiller. That's your answer.
I would imagine that.
I'll answer it for you. White man scared of the swiller, had to cut it off. Couldn't have that touching his bitches.
What it was, is that white boy, okay, who got tired of his email telling him, and excuse my language, Dr. Bay, I have to say this here to get
Much
my point
swag, big swilla, good hair. They got to do something about it. That's the white man. Simple as that.
And saying that it's fuck me, I'm going to tell Master that you break me.
Intimidated by
And
all of that. Can't have it. None of that.
Then you even see elements of that in the O.J. Simpson case. And I'm sure Dr. Day could elaborate on the O.J. Simpson case. They didn't prosecute O.J., man, because that woman came up there. They prosecuted O.J. because that was a black man fucking that young white woman. Excuse my language, Dr. Day. You know,
yeah, back on this O.J. thing from last night. Yep.
He was sexually assaulting her.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was sexually assaulting her.
I don't even think it's stopped for fucking white women after that.
Please stay within those parameters of what I just said. Now, I'm pulling one of your things right here, too, Sarge.
Remember, he ain't black, he's OJ.
Don't hate on the juice, cuz. Don't hate on the juice.
You got on that good, Sarge. And feel free to chime in.
Okay. Again, all aware.
The glove didn't fit.
All aware that the Constitution of the United States so regularly demonstrates forbade the importation of slaves into the United States after 1808. You are aware of that.
Got in trouble for stealing
the only way
I do.
to get slaves to the United States
Oh my God. You hear SARS running interference.
getting captured.
Yeah, he's got his big Jesus cape on.
So what they would do then is, as
Red,
you point out,
mega red.
how you gonna break that stop?
He's wearing a big ass Trump cape. Name is white boy.
No. All right. I didn't finish.
Exactly.
I'm not taking the nomination back. I nominated him. Not taking it back. I might even feel the award myself. I feel that strongly.
His own wife, okay, because she is the motherhood of humanity. So the white woman got jealous of that and went there and told the black man that he better go up there and get what otherwise he's going to
I like that. I like saying it like that. It makes me laugh inside.
When the brother got with the white woman, she enjoyed it more with him than her own white husband. That's the point. Now, I ask my question.
That she was in charge. There's your answer.
I had to get my point across.
You throw that white head in that old boy, and then you got a shit. You know, no longer.
That is so ambiguous where it cannot be understood by the common man.
Imagine just how white women throw panties at you.
Come on with it, dog.
You fool yourself.
My problem is not with you exposing savage and historical atrocities. No problem whatsoever. People bring historical.
They can't help it.
The problem with you is this, that you put it as though it is unique solely to the United States.
Oh my God, SARS.
The most brutal conquerors in history, like Charlemagne, like Attila the Hun.
Have you ever slept with a white woman?
SARS. Oh, you was Zulu in here. No.
I'm asking you a question. Has you ever slept with a white woman? Oh, wait. The caping is real.
One of the greatest military generals gone, and we all know Shaka's story. Okay, about Queen Anne.
Oh, come on, twin.
We already know about that. Because he was a military tactician. Okay, and then
it's all right. It's all right. We gotta let somebody be the moderator right now, so you get that one pass.
Oh, God, I mean,
you're telling me, man,
still getting the cool of the year. I'm not taking it back.
Which Shaka Zulu was, I wouldn't argue that point with you, Shabaka. He was
one answer my question.
He was also one brutal son of a bitch.
I'm chopping it up with you. I'm thinking I'm chopping it up with you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can they hear me? I'm blocked.
No, not when I'm muted.
Are you muted on Blacc?
I'll be happy to have that.
Yeah, I'm muted on Blacc.
I was wondering why he wasn't answering my question about the white women and the capes and shit.
Yeah.
Did they even know I nominated him? Or you just been on mute this whole time?
No.
By the name of Ariel. Okay, is because what it is, guys, let's be real, man, and I'm just going to put it out there, okay? White men are afraid of black men with cerebrity.
I've been saying that for the last 20 minutes. Absolutely.
Two is the military tactics, the strength that we had. That's why they want to erase our history.
It's magical. They can't handle it. Magical.
On us, where they want men to show ketchup
and hatred for white men.
And castrate themselves.
Castrate themselves. That's it.
Okay, but what it is, though,
not tangible. Just
that went there and wanted to get laid by the brothers more so than her own husband. Now, King Shaka, you know King Shaka's story. He was rejected by King Zinz's Akona because he wouldn't make Queen Nandi his wife, as well as Akona should have. Okay, now on top of that, and Shaka was an innovator, but it is because of his birth. You see what I'm saying? And all the hell that he had went through.
They can't resist. They can't resist, brother.
Okay, those are internal conflicts that we as the people must deal with. Going up here, man. We Caucasians talking about we all the same. We love man for brutalizing us. We're not the same. And I've told Illusion, I've told every other
I went back on mute.
non-black individual.
Nobody can hear me because that was a little
It's hard to hear you while Shabaka'S talking.
Well, yeah, that's why I was always sitting here talking shit about the cape. And Jesus, he rocking his Jesus Save shirt.
Cracking up over here.
Yeah, I want to know if he slept with white women and shit. The caping is real. He already saved them. He's already defended the Constitution like 8 times.
I can't hear you, Sean. I
don't even know if they know I'm nominated him, and I'm gonna make it the world.
You didn't deny that Shaka on occasion could be brutal. You just rationalized it. That's all you did.
Just know Shaka didn't sleep with white women.
Really was. You said he had a good reason to be and barbaric. That he did. Okay,
so, and I ain't got nothing
hold on.
For you, man, because going back and forth with you, man, for the last 8 years, you know, it's
you love it. What was nobody fight with?
Or what happened? We cannot go around hating ourselves and sitting up there idolizing our oppressors.
Miss 6 o'clock.
Idolizing the white. Deal with it.
But good Lord, I'm not about to call her an oppressor. I don't like her at all.
You don't like idolizing whites? Right? No.
Okay, besides. Black women, okay, in mainstream media, they always want to show them what a caucus are.
Right.
Why? Because they want
so far, Chip has been on and unleashed for an hour.
This is why they want the black male to go up here wearing women's clothes. This is why they want the black male to shove ketchup up his ass talking about his men's clothes. This is why in Hollywood, you know what I'm saying, you gotta go through these rituals of homosexuality to make your contract. Am I lying about Hollywood, Dr.
All right, now,
you're just trying to deny the existence of the Swilla. That is the short answer.
We don't need to discuss that. We know all men are being emasculated, particularly the black man. So I'm not
going just black men.
So we don't have a disagreement there. But what I'm talking about is that, you know, when Zulu's mother, Nande, died, he had over 7,000 people executed.
You're another race. It's your choice. You're being a weirdo. But it's black men probably being humiliated.
Maybe that 7,000 people was raccoons. Maybe they were raccoons.
Just say the short answer. Everybody's afraid of the swallow. They're an OTB.
Trying to kill 7,000 people for not being sufficiently grief-stricken at her death.
I want to suppress it, hide it, you know, put it in a dress. Afraid of it.
All right. Okay. So I guess that means yes. You're okay with that.
Hell no. That was a short answer versus the long-winded answer.
Maybe they were raccoons. They need to get with.
Was law, okay? This is because the Queen Mother had died. You see what I mean?
You know what? Simple, straight to the point.
Dr. Bell, you still with us, ma'am?
Wait a minute, you mean Prince Andrew over there in Great Britain right now? You mean Meghan Markle?
Did it make sense? They want to suppress the hide it under the dress, or
I'm talking about the
pedophile. All that other stuff. Really quick.
Oh, Prince Andrew, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, right.
The point is, Sarge, okay?
Does that make sense to you, Jesse?
It makes sense to me, but they're not hearing you.
Yeah, obviously, man. I'm dropping bars over here. I feel cheated, Jesse. And you're banned because I feel cheated. I'm dropping hot lines over here.
Man, that had to show them.
Don't laugh, it's not funny.
It's the Streamyard.
They left over there in Great Britain. That wasn't no evidence that they were clean, including the hot water bath. The Romans left that over there in Great Britain.
Just the same as okay?
What are you telling me?
No, Sarge, if they did all that, then why was the Black Plague running rampant throughout Europe for centuries?
Oh, man. They brought that with them.
Sarge.
Hey, Jesse, say what I said.
It's illegal to bathe based off the Roman Catholic Church. They said it was illegal for you to bathe yourself. Yes.
All right.
Go ahead, Brother Sheik.
Again.
I'm gonna put it out here. Yeah, let the brothers right here.
Oh, KD. Go ahead, KD.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, brother. Yes, brother.
I'm gonna put it with Joe Master. Yeah. Go ahead. The way, right? And Joe Master talking about putting it where the ghost can get it, right? Mm-hmm. Meaning make it plain, brother.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Jesse, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. 6 words. I summed it all up. Right here, by myself, on mute. Short, quick, and plain. Right next that.
What's going on here?
Hold me block talk time.
You can really get this thing hope it thinks that.
Just
right now, it's a commercial. It's called the Jacob.
Because they can't hear me.
It's so simple that even a cave.
Exactly how I said it.
So much so that many brothers that
you heard me. You heard
right. Also,
background noise.
Hey, my background noise. I'm by myself.
No, it comes off as background noise.
That's your fault.
Like actually listening in.
Just say what I said, please, so that A can hear me.
I can't even get a word in edgewise.
Cut in. Listen, your co-executive cut in. What about Brandy do? What would Brandy do?
But now I go to the restaurant a couple of weeks ago. We got a luncheon, all kind of folks there.
I do that. That's what I do.
Medium Meet him well, some guys. Meet him, most brothers. Meet him well, this brother said, well. So already bought. He said, well, I want mine. I'll take it medium rare.
That's right.
It's not the drink. You want of course, I ordered my regular lemon tea mix. He said,
hell no, that's not right. I'm ordering my shit well done.
Mine Arnold Palmer with the lemon tea.
Hey man, I'm gonna eat it however I get blessed to eat it because God forbid I can afford it. I don't know what we're talking about.
Same guy, right? And he drank something a little. If I drink it, then all of a sudden, I want to hold that weight. I want to get that shit. Then here come the N-word. You should get that nigga, right? That stuff a nigga. Get that right. That's what he said. At the table with it. Right. He said, hey, and they got him one time. That boy, like, hold my discipline to see what's going to be the next phase of the Great White Hope. He said, Chef, I want you to change my order. I want the red steak with a little blood. I want the pink meat showing with a little blood. Right? Yeah. So that means he's maintained accountable in his spiritual life because eating that communion, eating the flesh and blood and drinking the blood of Jesus, talking that crazy. Right. I'm just telling you. And I'm giving you the facts as I know them to be.
Yeah, that's kind of
and he's accountable in his spiritual life, in his diet, in his physical food. He's accountable in his sex life, cannibalism, and his spiritual life. You see, he has not accepted the civilization. Moses, Jesus, Abraham, Muhammad, Solomon, any of the noble ancestors, even Elijah Muhammad also portion of civilization. He said the white man has rejected my civilization. So therefore he is not a devil, but the devil himself. And he does not eat or drink something. He's quarrelsome, hard to live with, the divinely prohibited food. The divinely prohibited food he eats and consumes the diet of the meat that's been divinely prohibited. And we are not to take of it in Leviticus. The books are telling you these things. But the main point of what I'm trying to convey to you is that his bragging of his cannibalistic ways and savage ways, he's never graduated from that. He's the same cannibal that we pulled out of the cave. That's why they're not fucking. They cheer that message, play it as much as they possibly can. Oh, it's so simple. Even the caveman can get it. Because he has never got out of his cave, man, habitation. Still, his sexuality is with the dog. I'm going to land my plane right here, but I could go on about an hour to convey that he never accepted our principles of civilization, bathing, and eating. And I'll land my plane and say, my. And I'll salam alaikum, Black Power.
Alaikum salam, brother. Thank you. Black Power.
The songs for the Bushmen are indigenous to Botswana and South Africa. They were original people. They're, as far back as 20,000 years ago, when they were modern human beings, they lived in caves. Cave art. And one of the things the nations there are very proud to exhibit is the exquisite cave paintings, the residences of these people, where they lived in the caves, and they did exquisite art showing hunters, animals, and the like. The same thing in Tanzania. Tanzanian ancient peoples, long before Europeans ever showed up in Africa, were living in caves and making paintings on the walls, just like human beings were doing in Europe.
No, hell no. Hell no, Sarge, no. No, Sarge. No, Sarge, stop it.
Sarge, we ain't got nothing but love for you, Sarge. But that is not true, Sarge. Okay? We wrote the Mature, which was the writing of God. Okay?
This is hard to listen to.
The tombs of Moses. Okay? And then, this is material that has been a while since I've studied. Everybody came there to commit Sarge and stole our knowledge. This is what Professor George G.M. James is telling you. Now, when Alexander the Barbarian came there with his funky, stinking, nasty ass out of Greece, right? Okay. When he's going out there, man, like I said this here before, he didn't take no woman with him. The barbarians took the boys with them. When man deployed his troops, he went there and told his soldiers and himself, take your queens with you, because if you're gonna die, would you much rather die with her by your side, as opposed to leaving them there to be violated by these savages out of good times? And their mom just broke it down better than I could. Keep in mind, Sarge, you're a very, very well-read man, because I got some books for you, Sarge. I got some reading for you there, Sarge. That's all that was said. Sarge, don't be ashamed to be a black man. Don't hate yourself. Yes, Sergeant Black.
We seen a video. We seen a video. He had to play a video of him. He is definitely black.
What about
Joe is an honorary Caucasian.
He's an Asian baby.
That's what I'm holding. That's what I'm holding in my hot little hands right now. When you just said what you said, I like to respond to it. Right now, in my hot little hands, the African origin of civilization, myth and reality by Jacob Rothchild, and the destruction of black civilization, great issues of a race from 4500 BC, 2000 AD by Chancellor Williams. They are in the stack of books that I've got set aside. I haven't gotten to them yet, but I will. Wait a minute.
What's taking you so long to get to him, Sarge?
It's simply not true. What you choose to do, though, is to ignore the information.
No, what you choose to do is to ignore those books, Sarge.
Damn, Sarge, crack those books open, man. You might be surprised.
He's trying to be the ultimate fulfillment decoy.
Blow the dust through the pages.
I don't blindly.
Reading is fundamental, sir. I bet you eat up in the books and you'd be surprised by how much blackness comes out of it.
The total history of Black America, and you know Ebony, Sarge, okay? And I got my material here written by the one and only most fascinating author, Mr. Lerone Bennett Jr., Sarge. Okay. And then, and also too,
that Scott novel or something like that.
That is
very elder book just lying around.
And Kabaki were brothers. And that's very bad news.
That's a book.
News, bad news. But Sarge,
I got a Robert Kennedy book too.
Oh my God, just lying around somewhere.
And then when that drunken bomb with his phone,
this person either gets set on fire when I'm outside again.
Columbus, who went up there saying he's going to he had to go to the Queen of Spain. This fella to get back by
4 minutes of work.
When he thought he was going,
they just start burning books. I just want to highlight. Question.
He came here with smallpox.
You took the white books off the shelves and burned them. I wonder how they feel.
You know what I'm saying? A donkey, nasty ass.
Like we did
in America. We're basically
like we did Uncle Ben's books.
Yeah, you just grab all the white books, you know, the ones like talk about George Washington, like just all the books. Christopher Columbus, all the history books, everything. You just grab the white book, forget the Bible, and just throw it and light it on fire. They lose their shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. They love reading material.
Some of the greatest innovations just come about the way we find out somebody took his damn chocolate bar in his overalls and left it near a radar transmitter. And it melted
40 ounces in
microwaves from that. It was an accident. Frequently, great innovations
and great changes come as a result of making boo-boo. There's nothing new about that, and it will continue on into the
Nixon.
He went the wrong way. What he did was not earth-shaking and earth-changing. Now, let me go on to Columbus.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, Sarge. It was world renowned for caucasoids.
Interrupted, Sarge. Jesus.
Europeans, maybe, but no, not for Africans. Not for the other people of the world. No.
Like I said, I don't want to rehash Columbus right now.
Can you sing the Partridge Family by heart?
Who do you have on the ship with him? He had Moors with him that was helping him navigate through the West Indies.
Oh my God!
Now you want to argue about Columbus?
He didn't even set foot in the United States, Sarge. What is there to argue about?
And let's not go hopping off on 20 other subjects.
Sarge, that's what you do.
Sarge.
And deflect and run interference.
That is directly analogous to the issue that you raised.
We were all talking about slavery, I believe, and
lynching, the castration of black men, reparations.
George Washington had wooden.
Not Shabaka'S, black books he never read.
What I think Shabaka'S trying to do is portray Caucasian and European brutality as singular and unique and not practiced by anybody else anywhere in the world on either the same scale or greater scale. That's what he's trying to do. I will not accept that.
Stop it, Sarge. No. There's no equivalent, Sarge. There's no equivalent, Sarge. There's no comparison.
The Native American didn't cut your feet.
They just scalped.
Okay, and that was the next thing that I was going to get to. Now, I'm going to argue
about that too.
Really created by Muslims.
Sarge.
Okay, Sarge. Okay, Sarge.
What? Are you going to dispute it?
Where is castrate, brother?
Right.
Okay, now you're making euphemism.
Unblock me, Jesse, so they can hear me.
No, they couldn't. No, it's called castration.
Mute yourself so they hear me.
Well, we got ladies on the line.
Hey, you know perfectly well.
He don't care about the women on the line. I summed it up already. I summed it up in 5 words.
Okay, well, you want to use euphemism, be my guest.
Wait, you're telling your story, right? I got a question for you, but wait, forget that word. Let's go there. You like history, right? I think you said you were a history major or something like that.
White history.
Mom, are you there?
You love the white history. Yes.
Lincoln, everything that Lincoln did, right, it was vetoed by Sir Vito. Go ahead and take over, Chief.
He started the Johnson syndrome. Yeah, he continued the Lincoln administration. The Johnson syndrome appeared again under John Fitzgerald Kennedy, and Johnson continued what he held. I believe both Johnsons wiped out both presidents that were we the people. You have to see that as a clear fact in history. That Johnson took over after Lincoln, and Johnson took over after John Fitzgerald Kennedy. And Kennedy was rising up Robert Presley to check the mob, and the mob and the Teamsters and those that got together with Lyndon Baines Johnson flipped the civil rights. They came out with the Voters' Rights Act, acting like they wanted you to vote. Don't take off your mind that he vetoed the entire Emancipation Proclamation.
Hell no, Lady J. They found an emu.
Somebody come on this line.
You got a what?
An emu.
They got black rights. There is no
in Weld County.
those laws.
That's
that legislation
Where'd it come from? Well, Weld County makes sense. They have emus and motherfucking what do you call them, peacocks on like farms and stuff.
Yeah.
Peacocks make weird ass sounds at night. They're like babies in the dark. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Reincarnation.
Was it alive or what's cracking with them?
It's alive. They said they rescued it.
Just they pound it off or what?
Yeah.
Somebody liberated it?
I don't know how it got to there, but they said they rescued it.
Eat the ham. Napoleon died in my head. He threw the ham on the floor with the evil. Stupidest shit I ever seen. He threw the ham on the ground like that. Eat the ham.
Now you're talking about the astronauts.
Oh my God.
In this class of astronauts.
He's still lurking around here. They have not gotten rid of Jim Crow.
Nope.
You could catch up. That was under the Johnson's administration. Johnson
Not help.
You could get the reckless eyeball. Who could think of the reckless eyeball?
Nothing that compares.
Told him how you felt.
Tell you, man, you got the cape on for the whites. It's not helping.
And then somebody
He's running hella interference for him.
I know, man. He got a big red ass motherfucking Trump cape on. He's saving the world, one white person at a time.
Got you in the corner.
He's definitely an American.
Right. Motherfucker standing on his feet with his hand over his chest.
Right.
Oh, Twin, you gotta see the reel I put together. It's hilarious on Facebook.
We might just play it just on general principle. We'll find it. As long as Jesse can go on mute on Blog Talk, I'll play it. It's hilarious.
Oh my God!
I'll play it right now. Just
They're
fun.
bringing Baywatch back, cuz.
Huh?
They're talking about bringing Baywatch back.
What? Them fools are old and fat. Can't none of them fit in them motherfucking bathing suits.
They have to get a whole new cast.
Right. Isn't what's his like what happened to the fucking male cast member?
You better get Don't get drunk.
Yes, I told my brother when Magnum PI was just a bum. He couldn't believe it. We watched Magnum PI like when we were little. Magnum PI was a bum. That motherfucker had no money. And all his cases involved bitches. And they love white bitches, even TK.
All right.
But it's white bitches.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's enough. Don't think gonna be no more black folk.
Yeah, but what about a filibuster? Is the filibuster?
I'm talking about, Sarge picking up a black book.
Yeah, well, don't filibuster.
Save
for disrespecting you, and you will not. I will never allow you to check me.
That's a good life.
I'm going to cause your thought processes to move, but that don't say you got to open your mouth. You can say convince everybody.
All right. You're
start thinking about what it's like. I'll tell you. I'll tell you in your face. You got to spin yourself out. So you get your mind.
I'm already straightened out, sir. I used to be a revolutionary.
Are you listening?
Yeah, I used to be one.
Mind right. You got to mind in order to get your rap tight. I'm going to leave that room. All right. So much damage.
Are we on mute? So we can be like, yeah, Jesse.
We're not going to be
unmute us, cuz. Unmute us.
That's where your progress. I am not playing. That's it, my.
Well, may the church say, Ashe.
Black that goddamn call.
Black power. Yes, ass ripping going on right here.
I was studying to be a Black Panther. I know the Black Panther Party manifesto as well as anyone wasn't. I rejected all that for a reason because I've learned other things, and I think now. Wait a minute, this gentleman just accused me of disingenuousness, insincerity, and not knowing what I'm doing, and not having. And I really don't like that. Now, sir, I am not about to tell you how to think. I have no intention whatsoever to tell you to agree with me about anything. I am offering my viewpoint in response to what I hear you say and what I hear others say. I want clarity, not agreement. Now, if you seem to think that I'm required to agree with you because you think I ought to, you gotta know like that. That's not going to happen. What you have to do is make a better argument to persuade me, and thus far you have not. I'm going to say it again. I wanted to be a Black Panther. I believe in all of that, but I discovered one thing along the way. This is not the United States of Yugoslavia. This is not the United States of the Balkans. We are not supposed to, in this places, allocate spoils on the basis of racial inheritance. We should be. I don't agree.
I know.
I do not agree.
You're baptized and to stop appeasing. You can get all of those points.
So I know what you're telling me to do. I told you already. Make a better argument. Make a better argument. You're attacking my character.
God.
You can do more self-destruction.
Crazy boys like that getting off, but control yourself.
To stop appeasing. I'm appealing.
Shut up, brother.
I could order it, but you ain't gonna take no orders. No how, so I might as well tell you, I appeal to you to get your mind right. And then you can get your rap tight. And once your mind right, your rap will automatically be tight. I appeal to you, stop appeasing.
Yeah, we can only pray against the game.
Yeah. To stop being so goddamn politically correct. Listen, this is what I'm telling you. This is what the fuck is going on.
That's right.
You appease, you will destroy the possibilities of revolution. And revolution is nothing but complete and constructive change. And if anybody on 196,940,000 square miles of the planet Earth, if there's anybody that's overdue for complete and constructive change, it is the Black man, woman, and the child. That's why we are referred to as we the people. We the people are wrong over this.
That's right.
We can't sing Kumbaya.
Nope.
Can't go right.
Hell no.
And get into the ass squad complete constructive change. As I land my plane and say my.
Praise Allah.
Brother Imam. Yeah. Okay, Sarge. I'm on your mic, man.
All right.
Please respond to what the gentleman
I'm thinking about revolution. I'm thinking about what revolutionary force
really instigate
over the course of the last 300 years ago. And let me recite to you just a few of them. All right? We had the Great Terror in France that killed tens of thousands of people. We had the revolution in Russia that led to the Bolsheviks that killed millions of people. We had the Nazis in the Third Reich. They killed millions of people. We had the turmoil in the Congo. And you had hundreds of thousands of people killed there. You had revolution and war in Ethiopia, in Somalia, in Bangladesh, in, let's see, what was that? Breakaway Biafra, in Niagara. None of these things led to positive outcomes. The only revolution I can think of in history over the last 300 years that led to anything like a positive outcome was the revolution that was known as the American Revolution. It's a death, misery, and despair completely for almost all time.
Oh, Lord.
What you need to do is make a better argument to me rather than accuse me of being dishonest. If you can do that, I'll change my mind.
And I'm going to use the Revolutionary War. I'm going to get at it. I'm going to use the facts of the Revolutionary War. Right. They threw a
man, get it unheard.
In doing that, they killed a soldier named Christopher Paddock, who was a revolutionary general. He was an explorer of the planet. He was a man working to do away to abolish. He was an abolisher of our enslavement on this soil.
Yeah, abolitionist.
Sacrifice as you would probably volunteer to do. But I'm telling you that they had no army. Here's a group of people called the colonists, traditionally called the 13 colonies. And they had no organized army. They had absolutely no navy. You and I have witnessed building of a better army and a better navy. And as a matter of fact, it surpassed all the armies and navies on the planet Earth. But the orange toupees and we built. He's giving the credit to happen. All of the modern world is on our military.
Can you hear in the background?
Yeah.
And they also underestimated the stratagems of war.
It's a little raccoon with an American flag.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be playing that. That's right.
I have to be talking. Please, if you're not speaking, please.
That's right.
One micro for 34 more seconds. I'm just saying to you that they had no navy and the world was left. Morocco was left. All the Euro nations, the French, Spanish, all of them, including the bloody, they don't declare war. When they threw that Boston Tea Party, most of it was over a thing called taxation. Without that part. Now, I want you to explain to me how taxation with no representation is still on my license plate, on my automobile right now. How does that last for hundreds of years? What is it about taxation with no representation? Right. Practicing for revolution. You're running from your revolution. I want you to run to the revolution. I want you to run nowhere. Just stay right here. I wish we had 2 or 3 more hours to get your brain full of revolution so you understand the revolutionary war. Because I know I'm listening to you. I know you don't understand it. That's why Shaky Man was raised. The brand of enslavement that you think you impressed with would you be more impressed with your revolution? If you press for the 13 column out to get from under the bloody bridge, then why shouldn't we be more impressed to get our African behind it, our Negroes, our melanated, our Moles and the Lalians and Nubians and black people in general and the diaspora Africans to get from under this peculiar brand of enslavement with taxation, with no representation. Why aren't we running to our revolution? Because we adopt too much of a character of appeasement. We want to be too goddamn politically correct to just say the simple truth. And the written all through history, like I said, there's no that was the president of the United States. And they
can't find the damn little raccoon.
They pushing Trump now. Trump is the total complete reincarnation of Andrew Johnson. Trump is Jim.
Well, you're obviously muting us. I found it. I found it.
Join the revolution right now. Based on my statement I'm giving you. Based on someone
who's brief non-commercial interlude.
All of those wars combined with the Korean War and the Vietnam War, the World War I, and World War II.
Sarge, we have a song we would like to play for you.
No, but you can't see it. They can't see it over there.
My friend, the Reagan Republicans.
Just mute it over there.
The Republicans wasn't extended by Bush Jr.
Play it on Streamyard.
We'll play it for you, twin.
Wasn't extended
on Streamyard. Or mute it on what you call it? What are you doing? Stop that. Oh, wait. Yeah, you're right there. All right.
Honorable Minister Lewis Farmer. No. Who is Bush going to come? Can we dig up Ronald Reagan and get him to denounce McCarroll's killing? We raised our side to believe that goddamn communist socialist was my
this.
That's the worst thing you ever do.
Let me can't do it both at the same time. You ready? Yeah.
Is that the real?
That's why when King came to DC, I was able to receive him. And look here. If 1/4 of the ministers.
Okay, so it's on Blog Talk, right?
If 1/4 of those ministers.
No, I'm muted on Blog Talk.
You had well over 1 million people.
So you are muted on Blog Talk.
Yes.
But because people are
hold up.
So quick to forget when they execute.
Where's fucking mute?
In South Carolina,
yeah, I think that's just the
mindset that brings.
Where does it go? Where's the
on the holy uniform?
Oh my God! You adding music to it?
Real.
Just send it to me. You'll be all on your page looking like a dumbass. Can't find it.
What's his name? That old Jim Crow.
Hilarious, man.
Was too busy being home and stopping black people.
Just knows what he's doing. Try to run the show and micromanagement. Here we go.
And put in the Emancipation Proclamation and put in a church in a school called Jack Yates High School and put in a church called Antioch and got the black people there stood up and they accepted the Juneteenth.
Oh, 300 views. Deacon's in the building.
People just here, just now.
Be here.
On Juneteenth. Because people would try to appease and try to be politically correct, try to tiptoe through the tulips.
All right, hold on. Sorry. Hold on a second. At a moment.
Right.
I got it, Jesse. I got it. Just.
Where you can't buck down.
Dynamite just went live. I think I'm playing this.
An American, where at least I know I'm free. That's the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up. Proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up.
Proud to
be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up. Proud to be an American, where at least I know.
Jesse, did you make that?
No, Cook Easy.
He's stupid. It's still.
I'll land on it, but I will go to another let you know I lied. And put in there old wooden tooth. General.
That raccoon was very happy.
Man, that song is black.
Jackson.
He was holding the American flag like, yeah.
James Blacc.
Give me another one, boy. The small pop. Come on.
That is historical accusation, not proven. That is an allegation. It's not been proven. Smallpox was a very transmissible and communicable disease. It was common for people to catch.
Dynamite just went live. They're gonna pull a plug, y'all. I need to unmute. Black Power, Black Family. So the plug is about to get pulled. Unfortunately, I appreciate y'all all that tapped in. They're gonna pull the plug in 1 minute. So
tell them.
Give your statements, but they must have pulled a plug on us. So appreciate y'all, everybody that tapped in. Sarge, Black Power Media, Black Lightning, the Sheik Akbar, Dr. Truth Bay, but KD, even you, Sarge. We appreciate you, but they're about to pull the plug.
Baka, Deacon Twin.
They just one last thing. I want to say one last thing before
they just pulled the plug, Shabaka.
Okay, brother Che.
Shabaka, they already pulled the plug.
They did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see they did. Okay, well, brother Che, remind me about Lewis and Clark, about the slave that traveled with Lewis and Clark.
York.
From the East Coast going all the way out there to Pacific. Yeah, York was his name. And you know what they did with York, right? When he asked for his freedom once they got to the Pacific. When York asked for his freedom, what did Lewis and Clark do with him?
They killed him.
They killed his ass. They killed his ass. This is what they did. Yeah, they killed his ass. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very, very much. Please share this episode. Sarge, as always, a pleasure going some rounds with you there, Sarge. Also, too, and we thank the Imam, from joining us, and of course, Dr. Truth. Man,
I mean, they're still on the line, but we're not live anymore.
Yeah.
Well, we are on the StreamYard.
Yeah, we're not live there. Yeah, but they ghost talk. We're ghost talking out here on Facebook. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, please share up here, Brother Che, you'll see it shortly. Please share this episode.
Oh, it's being shown. Shared. It's been shared. It's been shown.
Yeah, please share. Yeah, okay. And this is one of our best shows. And ladies and gentlemen, from Sin City, this is Shabaka'S and Corey.
And the air date was March 5th, 2024.
Yes, sir. And appreciate Joe Gibson. Sorry, Joe, that you lost your election, man, but you said the election was stolen even against you. Okay.
Now you see how black people feel.
Shika Mom. Yeah, man, we appreciate the knowledge of Shika Mom. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of it, and I appreciate everybody joining us here on this episode of March 5th, 2024. And
we're going to go out with
Shabaka. It's a pleasure having you, man.
Oh, it can't go out with nothing. I guess.
Shipboy it is.
The magistrate boy.
Yeah. I don't think we're going out with anything. I think we're done.
What a bang.
Yes, man.
All right, okay.
All right, y'all. Black Power.
Tomorrow, man. Always, we appreciate everybody who participated.
Now just refresh your page or hang up.
Peace. All right.
All right, well, we appreciate y'all on the StreamYard. Thank y'all for tuning in. This was Shabaka'S Black Experience Enhanced in conjunction with Frontline Black News. We're in our 8th season of Shabaka'S Black Experience Enhanced. This is season 8, episode 14 or 15? 15, episode 15. Shabaka'S Black Experience Enhanced. Make sure y'all check us out for Grand Rises on Friday. For Grand Rises with Shabaka and the Chase. In the meantime, make sure you like and subscribe to all of our platforms, Frontline Black News, The Revolutionary Agenda on YouTube and Facebook, and Shabaka'S Black Experience Enhanced on Facebook and Twitter, now X. So peace, love, light, reparations and separations, and black empowerment. We will see y'all on the next one. Peace.